I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm every day I'm every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Puerto Rico.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
WBO Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
It's the champ. Shannon the champ with the fake champ. Vitaly Vladimir Klitschko.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm gonna treat him like he's a C+ fighter. I'm gonna dominate, I'm a dog this fighter.
I'm talking about punishment. We're gonna punish you for 12 rounds. Either the referee says you had enough, or you can say you had enough, or you can stay your ass there all night until you ain't had enough.
I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. And all I did was beat opponents. I worked my way from the bottom to the top. I won a title by beating top competition and top fighters. This guy was hands title, he's a paper champion.
Do you feel that you're the best super middleweight right now?
100%.
Let's go, champ.
He can bring the pressure. He can box. I'm a true champion. I'm willing to go to his turf in Atlantic City. I'm going to step on him. I'm going to crush him. Y'all can mark my word to this. I'm going to crush him. He's a C+ fighter. I'm an A+ fighter. Come Saturday night next week, all the fans tune in because I'm going to dominate. This guy is flat-footed, swing wild. I'm not worried about who his trainer is because his trainer can't get in there and fight for him.
WBO Productions.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. Get ready for another explosive episode with the Boxing Voice. We're going to be breaking down July 26, 2025 showdown between Xander, Zayas, and Jorge Garcia Perez. Now, if you don't know or remember who Jorge Garcia Perez is, he is the man to dethrone the hard-punching, dangerous Charles Conwell. Perez and Zayas will do battle for the vacant WBO junior middleweight title, and this is going to be taking place in the home of Puerto Rican boxing, the Madison Square Garden Theater, live on ESPN. Can the undefeated Puerto Rican phenom Xander Zayas, who is 21-0, 13 KOs, become the next East Coast boxing Puerto Rican-bred superstar, or will his rival, the Mexican-born Jorge Garcia Perez, upset Xander with a record of 33-4 with 26 big KOs, steal the spotlight with his Fundora-esque style? Why? Because he's as tall as Fundora, he's as long as Fundora, and Fundora was someone Zayas was desperately trying to meet for those world titles as they faced off, or at least he attempted to face off before Gabriela Fundora got in between that face-off. Well, we're going to dive into this Zayas potential matchup. We're going to talk about Garcia's body punching prowess and whether or not Top Rank's fast-tracked star can shine against a battle-tested veteran like Jorge Garcia Perez that upset Charles Conwell. So let's talk and get ready for some heated debates with some hopefully Puerto Rican callers and some Mexican callers to give us, their opinions on this rivalry that is brewing. And we got some polls going on all our platforms to see what the fans really think. And we're going to be taking phone calls, as always, right here on X Spaces or Discord. Now, if you want to vote on our polls, they're all over the place. You can check out the biggest one is always on the community page right here on youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Zayas versus Garcia is set for the WBO title on July 26th at Madison Square. Can Puerto Rico's Xander Zayas become a superstar, or will Mexico's Jorge Garcia Perez pull off another upset? And we say another because, remember, he upset Charles Conwell. So you can vote on that poll right here on the community page. Right now, we're at 70% Zayas by KO or decision, 16% Garcia by KO, 11% Garcia by decision, 3% that the fight ends in a draw. Like I said, these polls are all over the place. So over on X Spaces, we have one as well, or should I say X, the platform itself. Zayas versus Garcia for the WBO 154-pound title. Who wins on July 26th? Xander Zayas, KO TKO, 25%. Xander Decisión, 41.7%. Garcia KO TKO, 8%. 8.3% to be exact, and Garcia decision at 25%. Maybe people forgetting what Garcia that is and forgetting his great performance with Charles Conwell, or once again underestimating Garcia, even though he put up a good performance versus Charles Conwell. But this is what we're going to be talking about. If you guys are interested, feel free to join me. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about Xander Zayas and can he carry the Puerto Rican fan base on his back now that he's developed. Remember, Xander became a pro early on in his career. At the tender age of 16 is when Top Rank signed him. So, they've been developing him for a while, and development takes a while. They were ready. They were negotiating with Xander and Sebastian Fundora. So, somebody thought Xander was ready, or at least they were going to take off the leash and allow him to fight with Fundora, who chose to fight Tim Tszyu in a more lucrative, bigger fight, which forced, obviously, Sebastian Fundora to vacate that WBO, and Xander, being that number one position contender, gets the opportunity with Jorge Garcia Perez. So, Xander Zayas is only 22 years old. Like I said, he was signed at the tender age of 16. So, he's got about a good 6 years of development with Top Rank, them trying to get him to where he can be positioned for a world title and potentially carry those Puerto Rican reigns, you know what I mean? Top Rank has always had those big-name Puerto Ricans. Obviously, Trinidad was signed to B-Hop, but Cotto, Berlanga, Felix Verdejo, Pitufo Diaz. I mean, you name the Puerto Rican, they were signed to Top Rank. Xander is undefeated. He's the number one for the WBO at 154 pounds. He got his most recent 9th round TKO over Slava Spumer February 14th in a showcased fight where he showed growth, but critics argued that his defense was a little bit lackluster. He let himself get hit by a few shots. But listen, it's a fight. You're going to get hit. Puerto Rican legends like Felix Trinidad and Miguel Cotto both got hit. Top Rank has fast-tracked other stars. I don't know that they're doing that with Xander, honestly. outside of Patrick Teixeira, I don't see the high-level opposition that Xander has faced. This, to me, is a dangerous fight. This is a very dangerous fight because of what he did to Charles Conwell. Now, on the other hand, Jorge Garcia Perez, 28 years old, Mexican, 6 feet, a 2-inch advantage over Zayas, is on an 8-fight win streak, including his stunning split decision upset victory over Charles Conwell April 19th. People are saying that he's kind of like a Fundora with those looping punches and his vicious body attack. Garcia does also carry a whopping 79% KO ratio, where Zayas only has a 62%, making him a more dangerous underdog. And remember, you know, for all the Marco boxing fans, Marco seems to believe if you don't have at least a 65%, you're not getting a knockout. So this is what we're talking about, man. We're talking Xander set to challenge Fundora, but Fundora chose not to face him, dropped the belt, and Xander's in a big title fight for a vacant title. Not the way that fighters want to win their titles, but he can't force someone to fight him. Now, Top Rank has been envisioning Xander as the next Puerto Rican star for quite some time. But some have been saying that his defensive styles draws comparison to Shakur Stevenson. Not all action-orientated stars like Trinidad and Cotto. So this could kind of hinder Zayas if he doesn't start to let his hands go and give people that traditional Puerto Rican style. Can he win over fans with that Shakur-like defensive style, or can he win over fans by making a statement with a statement performance? Wow. KL Chapo says this isn't a difficult fight. That's crazy. Well, then you just don't respect Conwell and you don't respect Jorge Garcia Perez's win over Conwell. I do respect Conwell. Maybe it's because I actually knew Patrick Day and went to see him in New York and had a personal relationship. So watching Conwell, you know, kill him in the ring means something to me. I don't know about you. But Garcia, he's got that upset over Conwell, so he's riding high on a mental high, right? He proved his mettle. He kind of reached his height with this. This is his biggest win, which is technically a bigger win than Patrick Teixeira, which Xander has. It's a great fight, man. Zayas has fought his last 3 bouts in Madison Square Garden Theater, making it his hometown. And like I said, a home for Puerto Ricans. Will the Puerto Rican crowd propel him to victory? Can they motivate him with those cheers, with the flags in the audience? All that can be fuel to Xander Zayas' fire. Can his defensive style evolve a little bit to deliver a more fan-pleasing performance, or will his lack of power hinder him against Garcia's very tough aggression and 79% knockout ratio? How does Jorge Garcia, for that matter, with his Fundora-like style, pose a unique challenge for Zayas, who's never faced any elite, undefeated opposition? And even Jorge Garcia Perez is not undefeated. Dangerous fighter, but not an undefeated fighter. So there is a blueprint on him. There is a blueprint on him. Is it a fast track? Is it a gamble? Is Top Rank taking a test? Or is this a strategic move? And have they made the right calculations? And will they be putting a belt around the potentially new Puerto Rican star? Will Madison Square Garden, the crowd of Zayas, that Puerto Rican heritage, give him the edge? He has home court advantage. He should have his fan base cheering for him. Will that give him the edge, or is Garcia's road warrior mentality going to be too much, too strong, kind of like that knockout ratio? Could Garcia and his upset over Conwell get him another upset over Zayas, and can he become a Mexican star based off 2 back-to-back upsets of over 2 back-to-back names? Conwell was a name. Zayas is a name. So these are just things that we can discuss. If you want to call in, feel free. Phone lines are open. I got Alex, $2,000 Vega.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, yeah, man. Good evening. Love the show topic, man. This is definitely unexpected with all the gossip and all the Twitter and all the failed drug tests going on. Shout out to you for making it a real boxing topic, man. Listen, Xander Zayas is a name that Top Rank I think has been trying to build, try to get him to basically a moment like this, a title shot where they feel like they can settle to a certain point. You know, it's Mexico versus Puerto Rico, one of the greatest rivalries in all of boxing. It is a world title fight, and it's going to be over there, in the MSG building. We've seen Jorge, defeat a U.S. Olympian, undefeated guy, a guy they said was waiting in the wings, a guy they said was avoided, a guy that you said, unfortunately, you mentioned, unfortunately took someone's life. And this is the guy that Xander Zayas is facing for his first world title experience, his first world title shot. It was not too long ago. I remember people saying that Xander Zayas was basically they felt like what are they doing? Why are they not giving him any big fights? Why are they not basically like they were holding him in place? But yeah, here we are. See, we got to remain patient in this game, man. Xander's only 22 years old. People say, oh, he's been around for 6-7 years, but he was a young cub coming in. Now he's been calling for the big names. He's mentioned even fighting, fellow Floridian Erickson Lubin. He tried a Fundora fight. I just want to mention, I always knew Fundora was not going to take that fight. I always knew that there was not going to be enough money for him to not fight on PBC and take on the task, the challenge of Xander Zayas, who's a very skilled fighter. So you mentioned, what does he need to do to break through, to become that superstar that Top Rank hopes to be? Unfortunately, it is as simple as saying getting the knockout. Knockout sell, no matter what, no matter where you're from, how old you are, where you are in your career, knockouts are what put asses in seats. The Mexico versus Puerto Rico is definitely a great sell. However, this guy I don't think he's been around. He hasn't been on TV enough to really get the Mexicans behind him as much as, we would want for a big rivalry fight. But in honesty, man, Xander needs a rival. Who is that rival going to be? Is it going to be a Virgil Ortiz? Can it be a Boots? Time is going to tell. All he can do now is get a world title, get defenses, and look spectacular, which obviously KOs do that. That's my time, man. Appreciate it. And I'll be listening.
All right, champ. All right. If you are looking to call in, now is the time. Phone lines are open. We are taking calls on our X Spaces and on our Discord. If you want to call in, just go ahead and request right now. I do want to announce we are going to be having Nicholas Floss on the show. We made contact, and we're looking to get him on. We're in communications with one of Teofimo's trainers. We're looking to get him on as well. So hopefully we'll have Nicholas Floss, Milton LaCroix, LaCroix on the show, who is one of T.O.'s trainers. And we're just waiting on Abdullah Mason to pick a date. We've been in communication. And once we get a date and time, we'll announce the Abdullah Mason interview as well. But we do have interviews scheduled for this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be having Nelson Lopez Jr. of Combat Collective putting on that Deontay Wilder fight. We'll also have newly signed to Black Prime Kamari Walker on the show tomorrow. Monday, we'll have Dorian Panterita Mendez fighting on DAZN on the call Monday at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time in the afternoon show. We got a couple other interviews scheduled for next week already. Thursday is a stacked day. We're lining up the interviews, so make sure you frequent the community page and our Patreon page, where you're going to be able to stay updated to everything that's going on with TBV in terms of interviews and shows. Right now, we're going to keep the phone lines moving. I got Quest. Actually, Quest, give me a minute. We got Luna Glider. Welcome to the prospect level. We got New York Bullet, member for 10 months. Let's go, New York Bullet. 2 more. You got a year with us. He says, let's go, Zayas. Puerto Rican flag, boxing glove, and fire emoji. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $2. Fighting for it better than getting it emailed. Hey, man, and he's talking about Xander actually fighting for the belt versus, getting a delivery via email like Little Caesars hot and ready. We got Mad Bent 100, Daily Dose of Tanquil, Xander on the top-ranked diet like Keyshawn, Rolly is the king, and Boxing's Messiah returns August. Bodies will fall, heads will roll. Adrian with the $2, Espinoza versus Robisi all over again? I hope not. Espinoza was a commodity come out of nowhere. While Jorge can be similar to that because he did come out of nowhere, we already got that one fight, so it's not like it's a complete who is this guy, right? It's more like, okay, look at what he did versus this guy. We got K, El Chapo, $2. Garcia lost to Ocompa. Easy W for Zayas, respectfully. Oh, wow, 1 loss and you're done. We don't know what he was going through, and he got a bigger win than the loss that he has, right? Like, meaning he lost to Ocompas, but his win over the person that he beat is bigger than the loss that he suffered, no? Isn't that, what does that count for? Nothing at all, really? I don't know, bros. I don't know. But going back to our polls, Zayas versus Garcia for the WBO 154-pound title. Who wins on July 26 over on X Spaces? Zayas KO TKO 25.5%. Zayas decision 52.9%. Garcia KO TKO 5.9%. Garcia decision 17.6%. And over on our Discord poll, looking like we got, can Zayas be the next Puerto Rican icon like Cotto or Trinidad? Let's debate. 25% say, nah, his style too boring. 50% say maybe with a KO win. 25% say needs more power first. So not looking like they feeling Zayas with the lack of power. Quest, the best. What it do?
Yo.
What up?
Yeah, shout out TVV. Yeah, shout out Ness. Before Ness was on talking about some BS earlier, about some shit. I was trying to get to I was trying to give my man Tree some credit, man. He did good doing the interview. He talked so damn much, you know what I'm saying? He did pretty good. He's a good addition to the panel. This fight, this is a step up. This is a big step up. I do got Zayas winning. It should be a good fight. I don't really know who the other guy is facing, but it's crazy people turning down title fights. And if I'm Zayas, I wouldn't even be like too mad. People might be like, oh, if it's like I'm not being a champion, it's like it's whatever. It's it's a title. You know, you go in there, do your job. I wouldn't be too mad. Um, yeah, I want to talk about the McGee shit. Yeah, they need to overturn that. They need to turn that ASAP, man. That's justice, man. You know what I'm saying? These PED users, you know, they out here, you know, getting caught by the minute. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, you know, it's just everybody in that camp. Oscar, you know, because you can tell he on steroids. You know, you can look at him and Oscar, you can tell his ass on steroids. So a lot of people getting caught. You know, they need to overturn that. You know, they overturning people smoking weed. You know, they need to overturn that too. But yeah, damn, what I want someone to talk about. Yeah, Cliff, man. Cliff, hopefully we get Cliff a fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cliff, man. You know, Ness trying to put me. I fuck with Cliff Ness, you know. No, that's my homeboy. I said if I give him border wars, you know what I'm saying, I'm fighting somebody I don't like. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that I really don't like, you know. Say Cliff ain't do nothing, you know, to make me mad. You gotta piss me off, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something to make me mad. You know, but yeah, man. What else going on, bro? Shit. I got fight Caleb Plant, right? Caleb Plant. I got Caleb Plant. He gonna beat what's his name? Who he fighting? Who he fighting next? I forgot who he fighting though.
Armando Resendiz.
Okay, I got him winning. You know, this is a good smooth tune up. You feel me? I think this is just a step up to get that Charlo fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Charlo is more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Romano looked kind of serious during the press conference. I seen a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Charlo tried to size him up. You know what I'm saying? I feel it was kind of boring though. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of boring. I ain't really give me the energy. You know, Charlo kind of calm with it. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like he just did to collect a check to me. I think he in a more dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? Lamada, I do want him to like give him a challenge. You know, cause I think Plant he gonna watch dude. He gonna watch dude. You know what I'm saying? I believe Plant. This is his division. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the who you had on earlier, Birdman. What's his name?
Breadman.
What's his name?
Breadman.
Birdman. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, that was a good interview, man. I wondered, man, you didn't get to the questions, bro. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Treese took the yapping of the year. Yap of the year over round one. I'm gonna say it right now. Shout out to TV.
All right. KO Chapo $2. Garcia lost. We read that. East Max $10. Salute. Excuse me, Ness, salute. That was a good interview this morning. Salute emoji. Nah, man, we appreciate everybody that rocked out with it. Share it, bro. That's the best thing you could do is share it so that we can continue to grow and people can see that, you know, we doing those types of interviews around here. We got Big Gucci. Nick, what up?
What?
What up? What up?
Hold on, let me switch this shit.
All right, looks like we lost you. Champ.
Yo, you hear me?
Yep.
Damn, I should keep going in and out. All right, hopefully you're good this time. Um, yeah, man. I mean, shit, he ran up on Fundora, but not the kind of run up like Terrence Crawford be doing. He was like all happy and giddy and shit. He wanted a picture of Fundora. I think he even had him sign his leg or some shit like that. He was happy as hell, man. But the point is, man, he even asked for a fight and he did like kind of a face off and shit. So if he think he ready for like a Fundora and he is as hyped up as Top Rank has been building him, man, he should body this dude, bro. He should body this dude straight up. I know what you're saying, it's a dangerous fight. He did this and that to Charles Conwell. But look, nobody at all would even know Charles Conwell if it wasn't for Treese, bro. Treese out here, and someone said it earlier. They was talking about like border wars and shit, but Treese got a good mouthpiece, like he could be a promoter and shit, man. He really just putting his fighter's name out there. But we really wouldn't be knowing these dudes, man. Um, but look, all I'm saying is this dude he facing. I'm not holding him to no high standard, man. Especially in 154. This division is so deep, bro. He should get nothing less than a ninth round KO to impress me, bro. And it depends how the fight goes too, man. He better not get touched up too much, dropped and all that, man. I'm not on the hype train, man, especially being in a division this deep. And you got the former undisputed champ, Jermel, supposedly training with Rum Punch. So you know he about to make a return, man. The division is gonna be interesting, man. Terrence Crawford left, but he hinted he might even come back. And then we got the killer Bakram in there. Tim Zoo's still a player in the game, man. So when you comparing him to these dudes, bro, he should knock this dude out, bro. I mean, to me, a Charles Conwell ain't really no one when you comparing him to these dudes and the level they at. Feel me? So yeah, man, he better get a KO to impress me, man. I don't think I'm not looking at this as a dangerous fight if he is hyped up as they say he is, man. You feel me? But yeah, man, what you got to say about that, man?
Yeah,
I know
I'm
you.
just like, yo, what he means as hyped. I'm like, what you mean? If he as hyped up as he say, like, who hyped him up? He only fought one dude, and Patrick Teixeira is not hyped. This is a dangerous fight. He got to prove he could beat this dude.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, like Top Rank be like feeding him and this Top Rank diet, and they be marketing him like he's one of these top dogs at 154, man. And they probably pay for his ticket to go to that Fundora fight, to get like a face off and shit, man. So I don't know, man. Um, maybe he isn't as hyped as I think he is, but I'm a hardcore man, so we gonna find out, man.
I, Big Gucci. Hey, if you trying to call in, you know what to do. Discord available, X Spaces available. Looks like we got the one, the only.
In Jesus' name.
Davidian.
Yo, can
Yo.
you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not sure who that other dude is, as far as Xander Zayas, but I do like Xander Zayas. I've been waiting. I feel like he one of the probably one of the better Puerto Rican fighters out there. So I'm looking forward to Xander putting on the show. I think he can beat that guy. So yeah, I mean, I just want to see good fights and boxing. I'm tired of some of these games, some of these guys is playing. I just want to see fights. Like, let's get these fights rolling. I mean, I know we're gonna have some good ones with Carrot Plant and Charlo and Cornflakes. So I'm just ready to see the fights. Yeah, that's all I got though. I'm just ready to see these fights. Great show as always. God bless you. That's and the
Appreciate you,
whole
champ.
TVV.
All right, all right. Good to have you on the show. Appreciate you calling in. Listen, we're live on a few places. I need your help to grow. I'm on X live streaming video. Don't forget to hit that retweet, that repost to all my X live streaming video users, formerly known as Twitter. Also, Twitter and X created a kind of like clubhouse situation, which is called X. I need everybody on the X Spaces to go ahead and retweet. We're live there as well. Right here on YouTube. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up to activate the algorithm, I need you to do that. I need you to do that. Have you hit the subscribe? We're at 241,047. 241,047. So we're on the hunt for the next goal, 242,000. But what's more important than subscribing? Sharing the show. Grabbing this morning's episode and saying, man, did you hear what Bradman had to say? This guy is a boxing mind. Did you check out that chemistry with the boxing voice? These guys are doing their thing. That's how you're going to get the word out there, man. That's how you're going to help us grow. Phone lines are open if you want to talk. Today's topic, Xander Zayas, George Garcia, Perez for the vacant WBO junior middleweight title, live Madison Square Garden at the theater and live on ESPN. Phone lines are open if you want to call in. If not, short show, and we got the report on the new news of the potentially next Puerto Rican prince. Phone lines open. Who wants to call in? Discord available. Actually, I always forget that this thing changes every episode. So before ending it real quick, I'm going to go ahead and put together these links and share those in case one or two of you don't have access. We got 03 Dub that says, Reynoso camp all tested positive. If this was black camp, shaking my head. Another race baiter, let's not talk Zayas, who's Puerto Rican, and Jorge Garcia, who's Mexican. Let's talk racist shit. Lord of the mercy. Everybody tests positive in the sport, bro. Not just Latinos and not just black people, man. Let's try to talk boxing versus racism. But phone lines are open, and I'm getting these links together. Do apologize. I should be having it out in a matter of seconds. If anybody wants to call in, Discord available. X Spaces also available. Casual Jerry, member for 9 months on the prospect level. Let's go, Jerry. 90 more days, and you are a 1-year member with TBV. He says, shout out TBV. I'm rooting for Chiron this weekend. Yeah, man, aren't we all? Aren't we all, man? I know I am, Shout out to Chiron. Hopefully he can pull it off. We had his trainer on today. All right, so I got those links. Let me put those in the live chat for anybody that is looking for the way to call in. You have your X link there, and you have your Discord link there. Join the Discord where the conversation continues even when the show is over. Plus, we always ask for topic suggestions in the Discord, so you can only give your suggestions by joining the Discord, and maybe you can curve the show in a way that lets us, talk about a topic that maybe you recommended. Right now, shout out to the community leader, pound for pound, number 1, Miguel. Number 2, Mr. Darius Flowers, and Casual Jerry coming in at number 3. The rest of you guys, man, step up your chat game. You ain't made it to pound for pound, number 1 or 2 or 3. But guess what? Every single live, you have an opportunity to get on that pound for pound leaderboard. Just make sure you are sharing the show. You dropping some comments. That's how you actually earn points. You can click on it and read that. It's not something I made up. This is just Border Wars. This is just Border Wars. Yeah, man. Shout out for being the number 1 chatty patty. We need those, Alex. You fucking hater. The more engagement, the more that the algorithm keeps this show on the suggested page, on the watch page, so we could get, new viewers to recognize that we're here every day. Every day, man. Let's get to these poll answers before we wrap it up. Last call for callers. Xander Zayas versus Garcia is set for the WBO title July 26th at Madison Square Garden. Can Puerto Rico's Xander Zayas become a superstar, or will Mexico's Jorge Garcia Perez pull off another upset? Xander Zayas by KO decision, 72%. Garcia by KO, 14%. Garcia by decision, 11%. The fight ends in a draw, 2%. That's over on our community page right here on YouTube.com. Over on X, Xander. We got over on X, Xander Zayas versus Garcia for the WBO title. Who wins July 26th? Xander KO TKO 20%. Xander decision 50%. Garcia KO TKO 10%. Garcia decision 20%. And over on Discord, we got 33% believes 100% the next big thing. 17% say, nah, his style too boring. 33% say, maybe with a KO win. And 17% say, need more power first. Looks like we got round one. What's going on, champ?
What's going on, champ, man? Listen, this is a good fight right here. I don't know why the panel or the chat's not look, we got a young Puerto Rican fighter right here, 22 years old, young Xander Zion. And when we talk about these young stars coming up and getting their opportunity, well, this is your opportunity. This is a world title.
Yep.
It's on the line. You know, and the rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rican and the next new stars, this is amazing. This is an amazing fight. And I think that beating Conwell in that way, he showed that he has an awkward style. He's dangerous, he's rangy, he's long. So I think that this is a real test. That young man that just called in a little while ago and was like, he had like these high standards for young Xander. If he don't knock him out, well, then he ain't impressing me. I was like, damn, bro, hard to impress that guy, huh? But win, lose, or draw, he can say that he competed for a world title at the age of 22. What he learns from this, what comes out of this, is very interesting at the 154-pound weight division because, when we see fighters like Sebastian Fundora vacating titles to run a rematch for a bigger payday, it questions the credibility of these champions. What are you in it for? You could have still defended the belt, spun the back and hit the Tim Tszyu fight, kept the 2 belts and the bag. Just be a little patient. But that's up to them and their management. I'm not Sebastian Fundora, but this fight is amazing right here. I like this because this is what we're waiting for. As a Puerto Rican myself, we're waiting for our next stars. And Sabrina Matias has a tough one too, but this is Xander's moment right here. I like this fight.
Yeah, man, I found it funny that people don't think this is a dangerous opponent. He just destroyed a literal killer, and we're trying to overlook him, bro. I don't know that this boxing world will ever get over the damage that has been done to the sport in that Floyd Mayweather era, right? That coveted undefeated record seems to be so important in the minds of the boxing fans that Jorge, Garcia Perez isn't good, even though he beat Conwell because he has a loss.
Right.
Well, technically, he got 4 losses.
Yeah, but the thing is that you're right. You hit it right on the head, the nail on the hammer, right? Because this not wanting to sacrifice your or be undefeated. In America, we're like so spoiled as fans that if you lose one time, it's like, and then here goes these other countries like Mexico. Isa Pipo Cruz loses a tank and his stock goes up, and they support their fans and stuff. Their fighter like that. So I'm a big advocate for we need to go back into the era where it was more important the men and women you shared the ring with. Who did you fight? How many champions did you fight? How many Hall of Famers? You can go down and say, I shared the square circle with X, Y, and Z. Win, lose, or draw. I think that's important. I think we need to go back to that era.
Yeah, man. Look, it's a good step-up fight. It's a good vacant title shot. He can't help the fact that his team wasn't able to come to a mutual agreement with the PBC and Fundora and Samson Lewickovich. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I think this is a decent, fight outside of what we already got. This is a decent fight for Xander Zayas. I'm excited. July 26th, I'm locked in, man. I want to see as a star born. He's Puerto Rican
Correct.
bred. He's been fighting in the Garden his last 3 fights. This will be his 4th one. Can he take it to the next level and take that position that's available to him? Look at what Berlanga was able to do. I know Zayas has to feel like, damn, I want my opportunity to, motivate the Puerto Rican public and crowd.
Right. And talk about it, man. You look how many times that he's fought out there in New York City in the Garden, top rank, and Bob Arum. If they like you, man, they're making stars over there. They got Bruce Carrington coming out at the same time. They had all these guys, these young up and coming next prospects coming out, and the stage is set. The stage is set. Bob Arum worked with, I believe they were bringing him along right in the Puerto Rican community. I've talked to many Puerto Ricans that some felt they were starting to drag their feet with young Xander Zion. Some felt he wasn't ready. Some, so in the Puerto Rican community, I got my reaction that I got was the fans were 50-50, whether he was ready for a step up for a world title or whether or not, they were dragging their feet with him. So here we are. World title time. He has a bright future ahead of him. Does the legacy of young Xander Zion start in this match? And that's what I'm interested in. I want to know. I'm tuning in. I got to watch this fight,
Yeah, man. That's what hangs in the balance. It could be only, stardom or resetting from here. But look, last call for our callers. If you're trying to call in, now is the time. I understand that Zayas is still a prospect, so he doesn't have many callers out here. We got Al in the Bay. What do you say?
What it do, Al?
Al in the Bay. Al in the Bay. Majid, what it do?
Yo,
What
Ness,
up?
what's up?
What up?
Ain't shit. Yeah, this fight, I think, I don't know, for the hardcores that's calling in, and ain't too excited. I don't really know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that people really writing this fight off. Like I feel or hyped or anything. I heard round one call, and I just think it's that even though we hardcores, it's still shit like fighters we gotta learn. Most of the names we be knowing is because they make noise and shit. So like Zaya has been doing his part, but his opponent, shit, I'm listening to his show every day, but I'm not really sure who that is. So I think it's just a thing of shit. Mungia beat his ass or make some noise. We gonna know. Everybody know who Mungia is. I just don't think that I'm like the hardcore. A big percentage of the hardcores and a way bigger percentage of the casuals don't know who this other dude is. So I think that's why most people not excited. You know what I'm saying? It's like some hardcore shit. Him getting the little belt before he go for the big belt. But yeah, that's all I want to add to it. I don't really think it's really throwing fighters away and none of that. We just not really sure who the other nigga is. So that's all I
Right.
got, man.
Yeah,
All
brother.
right.
Listen, I just wanted to ask him a question real quick to the dude. I don't think he stepped off, but
Yeah.
if you could hear me, if you're still listening and everything, this is the moment for me. As for me as a fan watching young Xander Zaya come up, this is where these small opportunities come up and become big things in their career. For me, this is could be the start. And then when I look back and I can be like, yeah, I saw young Zayas fight XYZ. He fought up, Perez for the WBO world title, and that's what I want to see. Right now, like you said, a lot of people might not know the name, but these are those moments. This is where, like, let's see where you can go from here type shit. And then I could be like, yeah, I saw that, blah, blah. So for me, I get a kick out of this right here, these challenges, and you don't got to be hardcore to enjoy the next wave of talent coming up. I invite you guys to, tune in and lock in, and we might see something special, so it is what it is. I love boxing.
Yo, what do you think of that Bekatir Mulakayev versus Darius Fulgum?
Well, I don't know. I gotta go look up Darius Fulgum, more tape on him. I just want to look up of his style. Then I'll give you a better assessment on the fight.
Well, he fights tomorrow, man. You gotta be fast with it. But
I gotta be fast with
it. That's a good fight to bet on. Wow.
I'm not betting.
No, I'm just, hey, bro, it don't matter who you like. It's plus money. Like, if you like Bet the Bully by knockout, he's a plus 224.
Well, Bet the Bully. Bet the Bully, the problem with that dude is, man, he's not really showing me that he's evolving. Mm-hmm. He's making like good, like, but the way he still has those big openings, just like Rosario knocked him out. He exposed them. He was the type of dude that relied a lot big on his big power shots and coming in, but he doesn't have me convinced that he's made any proper like adjustments. It looks like he gets hit in the fight and he diverts right back to the old, back to bully.
Yeah.
And he had a little bit of time out. So I'm not I see his power. Yes. I can clearly see the dude can punch, he can crack. But, he was exposed, man. And if they catch up to that jaw, is it going to happen again? Things I just want to see for myself.
But that's my thing. Can Darius get a knockout over Beck? Does he have that type of power? I mean, I like that knockout prop for Darius, for real, bro. For real.
Okay.
Like, if I was going on money, he's taller, he's longer. Beck has already been cracked.
Right.
I don't know.
If I was going on not Darius's last fight, but the one before, because I watched that one and I was just basing him on that. I wanted to get one more to see that one, right? And then be like, yeah, right. Because I just don't want to talk just to talk, bro, just to sound smart. I wanna really tell you what I think about the fight. And that's what I think about Beck the Bully. I think Darius could catch up to him, but accumulation of punches, and it's the ones you don't see. Yeah. That can really change a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones you don't see. So yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Shout out to Cliff. Took over that third pound for pound position. Let's go, Cliff. Let's go, Cliff. Listen, man. Last call for callers. We got Clemente. Clemente.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
What's up, round one? What's up, Ness?
What up?
How you doing, brother?
Good. Just call in. I like the fight. I think it's an exciting fight. Jorge Garcia is a tough fighter. He's young. He's from Mexico. He's a pressure fighter, and he's coming off the biggest win of his career. So I think it's gonna make for an exciting fight. I was checking out his box rec, and I see that he's never been stopped. So that could be like a goal for Xander to be the first guy to stop him. And I think that will really put a lot of shine towards him. And even though I'm Mexican, I'm going for Xander. Not just because I like him, but because I feel like he's more promotable, and I think there's bigger Mexico-Puerto Rico fights to be made with him for example, Virgil Ortiz. So that's why I think. I favor Xander because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's gonna be a good card too. You got Shushu on it. I think Emiliano Vargas also said he's gonna be on it. So I think that's gonna be a great card, a great night of boxing. And let's see what else. I also got. You were talking about Fulgum and Beck. I think I got Beck on that fight. Probably by decision. But that's my call.
All right, all right. When we think about these fighters too, like Perez right here, he's lost 4 times, but he made a good point. He's never been stopped. Can Xander Zion be the first person to stop him? And future, he spoke of future fights, mega fights with Puerto Rico and Mexico, and he mentioned Ortiz. Love it, love it. These are all guys that, yeah, we need to get in there and mix it up and see who the best of the best is. And I like that. I like that right there a lot.
This is why I be having my chat closed, because the guys like discernment. Talking about, oh, Ness picked this topic to leave early. Bro, I picked this topic because it's real boxing. This is real boxing. I get tired of talking about fake boxing. And we talk about fake boxing so much that, look, I don't have anyone to tell me their opinion over Darius Fulgum versus Beck the Bully when this fight it's a fight that we should be able to make money off of. It's a fight that we should be able to make money off. These dudes are equally plus 200 and some change for each outcome. If you think it's decision, the shit is 270, plus 270 for either man. If you think it's knockout, one dude is plus 224, the other one plus 46. But we talk so much fake fucking boxing, we not about to make no money off of this because, the knowledge ain't there. Because we just used to talking fake boxing. Fucking headlines and tweets and bullshit,
You're damn right.
We don't talk about the real deal art of the sport. But yeah, man. Phone lines are open. Like the chat. Feel free to call in. Feel free to call in. Y'all got lucky. I forgot to close my chat. I got Casual Jerry. He says, salute TBV. $2. Salute to you. Darius says, salute, Ness. I needed the extra points. Ha ha. And now he's number 2 on the leaderboard. Shout out to YouTube. Created a new leaderboard to keep the engagement up. The more engagement, the more that YouTube keeps us on the suggested page and the more that we can get, new eyes on the show, because that suggested page is obviously people that aren't subscribed to us, right? But once again, shout out to Casual Jerry and Darius with the $2 super chats. If you want to call in, Discord is available. X Spaces also available. Salute to everybody on Twitch as we're trying to build the community. It's pretty crazy. I'm not giving up. We're going to grow. It's taken a hell of a long time. I barely have 3 people live there per show. But it's all right because, one day I had 6. Another day I had 3. So organically, it'll get bigger. And, we'll have a unique audience, over on Twitch for the people that want to use Twitch. We got KL Chapo with the $2. Shout out to you. You are now pound for pound number 2 on the leaderboard with the $2 super chat. He says, talk about the press conference. Which one? I seen the weigh-in for Darius Fulgum and Beck the Bully. Let me put that on because, again, I'm interested in that fight. Actually, let's see some whole Darius stuff here. I mean, I think I'm biased anyway. I think I'm legit wanting to go with Darius Fulgum anyway. So, yeah. All right, so
I mean, this put me right in position to be up with the big dogs and some of the big names. I've been ready for the moment a long time ago. This is the first fight where people are saying this is a tough 50-50 fight. It's what I've been asking for. This is the fight I've been asking for. And it's finally here. And I'm ready to showcase and put to the test all my hard work and determination that got me here. The embodiment of my whole career has been just a complete blessing, honestly. Like, I'm so fortunate. But I put a lot of work also myself to get to this point. This situation wasn't just handed to me. I got that dog in me. No matter what adversities I come across, I'm man enough, I'm a dog enough to overcome that and push through without complaining, without looking around for sympathy for anybody else. And I know I got that grit in me to thug it out. Main event, a big card, May 30th in Las Vegas, fight eliminator. I mean, this put me right in position to be up with the big dogs and some of the big names. I've been ready for the moment a long time ago. This is the first fight where people are saying this is a tough 50-50 fight. It's what I've been asking for. This is the fight I've been asking for. And it's finally here. And I'm ready to showcase and put to the test all my hard work and determination that got me here. The embodiment of my whole career has...
I know I'm going Darius. I just don't know if he getting a stoppage, bro. Is it going to be a stoppage or is it going to be, a decision? Like, but go ahead. You said something. You said, all right.
Okay. All right. This kid is tall. He's long. He's got speed.
Yo, don't be forced. Don't feel forced.
No.
To
Check
give
this
a
out.
prediction, bro. Like,
no. Check this out. Check this out. Right. Okay. Yeah. Like, I remember Darius. Like when he fought, he had the white gloves on. I remember the night that what I saw from him and what I liked and what I took away after watching his fight. Right. I remember walking away from his fight saying to myself, that kid is pretty good. He has to tweak some things and stuff. Now, Beck the Bully, is he gonna fight like he was blistering in? Once a guy gets knocked out and knows how to lose, it's kind of in the back of their mind like that, right? And I know that this kid, I know what you're seeing. You're seeing exactly what I saw when I walked away from Darius here. I said, man, he looks pretty good. But the pressure from Beck the Bully is what I'm questioning. Can he handle that? It's all good when you're looking good. You're on the outside shining, going in, slapping. You're getting very little resistance. The guy is covering up in front of you. You're having your way. Yes, you look good. I understand that. You know what I mean? He's taller than Beck. Look. What do you think? What do you think, Ness? You like him on the fight? You like him?
Yeah, so I mean, for the reasons that you are, like what you're saying about Beck is the reasons I think Beck is good, right? Like he already got cracked and knocked out. Darius ain't never get cracked and knocked out. He ain't get hurt yet, so we don't know how he's gonna react. We know that Beck got knocked out, but we know he came back from a knockout. You know what I'm saying? He's back. He's back. So we don't know how Darius is going to react to power, and we know Beck has power. So that's a concern, but I like that he's taller. I like that he's longer. He looks in good shape. I don't know physically, is he stronger than Beck on the inside? But because he's taller, hopefully he can lean on Beck. And again, my issue is I don't know how he's gonna win. I think Darius has the tools. I don't know how he's gonna win because he has a big knockout ratio. But this is probably, not probably. This is definitely the best opponent he has faced, right? So method of victory is what I can't tell you right now. But look at the length. I know his trainer personally. I've met him. I've gone to Texas to watch his trainer work with Zach Spiller. They sparred Hergovich. So his trainer's a great guy. He came out here to Vegas when I seen Fundora for last Halloween. He was here with Darius. I hooked up with him. He's a good trainer. Underrated, young guy, So he's got the team, bro. He's got the team.
Right. And the thing is I'm not going off Darius's record here, 14-12 with 12 big weights by knockout.
This is another fight I'm excited about. I don't know if you know anything about this matchup.
Who's this right here?
So
Who's
this
these
is
guys?
Louis. This is Louis Cubaseries. He's a veteran, tough vet. Eric Priest is your supposed to be new Garcia, Ryan Garcia. But I think Priest might have got a draw or a loss already. So I feel like this is a tough fight for this kid Priest. I'm telling you right now. I tried to interview this guy because me and Louis are real cool. So he was like, bro, I'm making weight. This is what he told me today. He's like, I'm making weight. You know how tough that is, but give me 30 minutes, I'll jump on. By that time, we had that long-ass Stephen Edwards interview. So I never got back with him. But, I'm going to text him now and see is he available because I want to see how he feel. This is an upset. Watch. I'm giving you free betting advice, ladies and gentlemen. This is the upset alert of the fucking weekend. Eric Priest has not showed us he is who they say he is. Louis Cubaseries, bro, go through his resume. He already upset motherfuckers. He got upset too. I think he lost to Vaughn Alexander. After beating maybe he beat Jarrett Hurd or somebody. Like he beat a big-ass name and then took the Vaughn Alexander tune-up and lost to Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? But this is upset alert up and down, all the way around. Watch out for this fucking fight.
So
Watch out
Lee
for
loses.
this fight.
You're saying Lee loses this fight.
So, Mexican boxing fan, that's why I keep my chat closed, because you nothing but a hater. You mad racist, but it's all good. The Cole fight is an even fight. They both minus 100. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that Cole should be a favorite. He's more of a favorite than the Mexican. Hopefully you know that. And you don't just be typing like you a fan. You actually putting your money down. Because Cole is still more of a favorite than your guy, which means your guy's an underdog. So you automatically think he's going to win because you're racist. Go make some money, okay? Don't get me to close my chat. But, yeah, man, this is an upset right here. High alert on the upset. High alert on the upset. High alert. High alert.
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, bro. This is the new Olympian that Golden Boy signed. He's a heavyweight. I hope they do right by him because I don't even know what they was what he was thinking signing a Golden Boy. I swear to God. I swear. I mean, Golden Boy only does shows in L.A. Like, if you're not from L.A., how do you build the black man in L.A.? Like, if you ain't from the West Coast, think about it. Show me the black fighter that got built on the West Coast.
Maybe he might be there first. I don't know.
Bro, they had Deontay Wilder and didn't build him, bro. You kidding me? I mean, I just can't see it, bro. I just can't see it. But hopefully they could do something with him.
Hopefully.
But I don't know. Fred Pacheco, this another dude I like. I'm watching his whole card up and down. I mean, I might not because, my birthday is Saturday. I think my wife wants to take me out. But I'm going to go back and watch it. The sad part about this fight, he ain't with Jose Benavidez Sr. no more, man. He ain't with Yo, but you putting laugh out loud. Like, remember, Medina's still undefeated. He got knocked out in the TCL league. That shit don't go on the record, home skillet. And the only good thing about that is that now he gets to learn. He gets to realize, okay, I'm not James Toney. I got to keep my hands up a little bit more, but I got to be able to use my athleticism to my advantage, but be defensively, defensively sound and keep my hands up. But remember that he got knocked out in a fucking nondescript league that no casual seen. What the fuck casual knows about the TCL league? Like, bro, you kidding? That shit didn't even happen as far as we concerned. Like, throw him in there with Richard Torres right now. Throw him in there with Richard Torres right now. See, that's the difference with me and Ya. I want to see the fighters I like tested. I like Pacheco. This is Pacheco's brother. This is Federico Pacheco, Diego Pacheco's brother. I like this kid. Put him in there with somebody now. Put him in there with Medina. Put him in there. Put him in there with hey, you guys. What's my man's name? I don't even want to tell y'all the name now because that was disrespectful, but fuck. Yeah. He got the draw. He got the draw, man. Y'all know my guy. I interviewed him. I can't remember his name. Alex Vega, help me out. I know you know what I'm talking about. My guy that got the draw, man. Put him in there with fucking Federico. Let's fucking do it. See if Federico knocks some perico off his head. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. These dudes want to see they do get all the way to the top and then be like, oh, I told you my fighter's the best. Nah, fuck all that shit. Put this motherfucker in with Jared Hurd right now. Jared Anderson, que diga. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Put him in with Jared Anderson right now. I don't care. I'm ready to see them fight. But yeah, man, phone lines are open if you're trying to call in. What we got. Bandalorian, what up?
Hey, Ness, I don't even know who the hell you talking about, but I got the damn Hey You Guys reference. That was fucked up, but it was funny, though.
But you know who I'm talking about? Oh, his name is Skylar Lacey. Yeah. Nobody reminded me. That's his name.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because he literally just fought, what it was, like, what he fought? He fought Brandon Moore, didn't he?
Yeah. Got another ugly fight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Fucking Royal Rumble style and shit, yeah. But, hey, shout out to you, Ness, and shout out to Round One. What's good with you, my boy?
What's up, my dude? How you doing?
Now, I'm good, bro. I appreciate it. Them fights you were just talking about, Ness, yeah, I know scare money don't make no money, but you've been talking about that upset alert shit all week. I couldn't bring myself to bet on that fight, nor to bet the Bully or DFG fight, because I'm like, man, when you look at the odds and all that shit, that them fights is dead locked even. I was like, I just can't do it, man. I said, fuck it. So if I missed out on something, I said, it is what it is, man. But I do think, like you said, I think the way Bet the Bully fight, DFG do got the tools, so he should be able to get it done. And I'm thinking in the decision. And I think with that Eric Priest fight, like you real deal got me torn. I got no clue. I think I'm interested too. So I was there that first. I know you said you had it on the thing and nobody talked about it yesterday. I ain't even gonna lie, I did forget about that shit, but
bro,
I don't know. I'm hoping
they got Priest minus 1,000.
He minus 750. Yeah, I said he was minus 750 a couple of days ago when I looked. I said, man, I ain't betting on this shit. I said, Ness been saying this shit upset alert. I said, I'm leaving this shit alone. But you know what's crazy is that's how they had Pitbull over Rayo too. When Rayo fought Pitbull, Pitbull was minus 700 over Rayo. I told everybody I knew. I said, bet on Rayo by decision.
I was telling everybody and their mother to bet Rayo over that motherfucker.
Yeah. I said minus 700. I said they lost their fucking mind. I said Pitbull ain't got no feet. But yeah, that Khalil, I'm hoping Khalil Cole could get that shit done. Like, I don't know. That is a tough fight. Like you said, he going in the backyard in the Lions Den, but it's do or die. Because you know, like you always say, Eddie be trimming the fat. I know Eddie got that damn Pete Smith ready if his ass lose out there in Mexico. Eddie fuck around and tell him find your own way back to the States if he lose. So I'm hoping Khalil Cole can get that shit done and step on Gallegos, but I don't know. That's gonna be a tough fight. And you know me, Ness, I'm rocking with my Florida boy Xander Zayas all the way. I do think this is gonna be a tough fight, but I got faith in his athleticism. I'm interested for sure in this fight. I mean, hell, we talked about it earlier. None got Shushu a goddamn unknown Namibian, so don't nobody give a damn about that. Shout out to El General doing his thing, but goddamn, they got him fighting another nobody. It's like that damn Xander Zayas and JGP fight. That's gonna be the only fight to look forward to really on that card. I do think it's gonna be tough, but I think the way Conwell just kind of fought JGP fight, just standing in there and banging. I think Xander Zayas gonna have to speak and move, use that jab, use them angles like he do, and he gonna have to fight using some body work of his own, like how he did with Slovis Palmer. So, but I'm hyped for it. Though. I'm hoping my boy can get it done, and I'm hoping if Boots don't end up moving up and fighting Tellez, that's the fight I've been calling for. Like, I be telling everybody, I say I need Tellez and Zayas to fight down in Florida. Of course, that's some bias shit for me because I stay there, so I can just drive to it. But that's the fight I've been calling for. They both around the same age. They both young champions. That's a banger of a fight. It's looking like Top Rank and PBC probably gonna be working together because I don't know if you noticed that, Ness. Like on Twitter, they've been posting PBC videos and interviewing T.O. and all this shit. So I said this gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, man, I'm hyped for it. I know it's still like a couple months away, but I'm hyped for it. And I'm hyped too because like this gonna be the only fight on that card. Like I said, I'm looking forward to because like I told you, I wanted them to put this on the Ring 3 event, and it would be real fucking nice if they go ahead and put them Ring 3 tickets on sale. But I don't know, we'll see. But that's all I had. Though. Shout out to you, Ness, and shout out Round 1.
All right.
All right. We got Mr. Quick on. Oh, he dipped off. Okay, Quick. Let's see what we got. Casual Jerry Ness, you think Gallego stops Cole again? Oh, man. I hope not, bruv. I hope not, man. Honestly. I hope he could bounce back, bro. That's yeah, man. He's the home team, New Jersey and shit. We want to see him win.
Hey, Ness, take Darius, man.
For sure. Yeah, that's not the issue. Remember, it's the outcome. Yeah. We trying to figure out how Darius is going to do it.
I think
he's such good money.
Right. I think Darius, look, for the most part, like, even when he fought Harris Jr., right? That pressure, that forward pressure, once he's on you, he smells blood. You know, it kind of, his right hand stays underneath his chin a little bit. He fights a little tall, and he is heavy on his front foot. But the amount of punches that comes out of him, I think if, he just pays attention to Beck the Bully, I think he can nullify most of his weapons. And I'm starting to like him more and more as I think about it in this fight.
Yeah, he should be able to get it done again. Dario says decision, Ness. It's a setup. Yeah, but again, Beck could get beat up. Listen, Beck don't really go to the head, right? He's always going to the body, which means he could get hit going to the body because you're open when you try to go to someone's body. He could be countered. Mm-hmm. You get hit with a shot from a taller man. What does the taller man get? Leverage on his shot. So the shot hurts more. Then all of a sudden it's a knockout because you thought he was going to play it safe. He could get a stoppage because he's got naturally more power than Beck, right? And now he's landing his shots with leverage.
And he's taller. He's coming down on the shot a little.
Yeah, he's taller. That's what I'm saying. That's where he's going to get the leverage from. He's going to get the leverage from being taller. Then he's longer, so he could keep the guy that likes to be on the inside hitting the body, could probably keep him away. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $2. What's that upset you calling again, Ness? I'm calling Luis Cubis Aries to upset Eric Priest. And look, you know what? Bet the over. Even though the over ain't paying. They even know it's going over because Eric Priest is a minus 440 over 8.5 and a under 8.5 is 280. And let me see what Luis Cubis Aries did in terms of knockouts, man. Like, where's his power at? Now, his best days obviously were at 54. This fight probably at 60. This fight is happening at... I'm going to have to check the Instagram. They ain't putting no weight here.
Oh, for Lee?
For Aries and Priest. On the main card, set the British tier. They ain't putting no weight. Fucking bullshit. They ain't got no weight on the Instagram either. I don't know. This got to be like a 60-pound fight, I think. Priest been fighting at 60 his whole career, so this is a 60-pound fight. Right? Let me double check. Priest has been at 64 his last, pretty much 60 every other fight. So hopefully this isn't some new 68-pound fight for Eric Priest and Lewis forced to fight him there for the opportunity. But Lewis only had one fight in 2024 in Mexico, then one fight in 2025 in March. So at least he's tuned up. And he got that one in Ireland, and that was an 8-rounder, but he only went 3. So he don't got many rounds on him. You know what I mean? But Erickson Lubin stopped him. That's Erickson fucking Lubin, the Hammer. Not someone called Eric Priest, not someone who we believe is a Ryan Garcia clone, right? He got stopped by Vaughn Alexander. Again, not no fucking model. Not no pretty dude. A dude that did 10 years in the feds, came out and still had a boxing career. Before going in, was more touted than his brother Devin Alexander, who became a 2-time champ. So I don't know. I like Aries. He upset Jarrett Hurd. You know, he's got good wins throughout his career. You know, it's all about can he put it together at this age of 34 with not the most activity. Huang out of Houston, what up?
Juan.
Gotta unmute.
Yo.
What
What
up?
up? What up?
You got me?
He got you.
Man, Ness.
Yo.
I want Darius to win, but I'm taking back, man.
You tripping. Neither one is an underdog. So why you an underdog picker? Neither one is an underdog. If anything, Darius is the underdog because he's the new kid on the block.
Yeah, Darius is the underdog. I give him that, but I mean, I'm just gonna tell you what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
I bet he like to go to the body. And you just said it.
That's why he gonna get cracked with a right hand, though. He gonna get cracked with a right hand trying to go to the body on a taller man. I don't know, man. I could be wrong. He could probably make it. Who knows, bro? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, like I want Fulgum, right? Like I'm gonna be. I do this a lot, man. I'll pick somebody, but I'll root for the other person. You know what I'm saying? Because just my money is different from my heart.
I dig it.
You know what I mean? But man, but you know, I'm excited about that. And the Xander thing, I'm just glad he's finally gonna fight someone that's gonna give him a real fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, you know, we'll see what he's got. Because this is the thing is like, and I don't knock nobody. See, people they misconstrue what I say a lot of times, and it's like, you know, when I say I'm just not into that, you know, I just don't believe in that person yet, is because you gotta show me. You gotta make me a believer. I'm not. That ain't a dig. That ain't a knock. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you nice, right? But I don't know that you is that guy. You know, it's like we are who they thought we are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you gotta show me. When you get there, when I know that you is that dude, it's because I seen it with my own eyes. And at this point, I just, you know, this is what we need. We need that test. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prove it to me. And I'm just glad we got good boxing this week. We got Friday and Saturday boxing.
Yeah.
Happy about it.
That's what I be talking about. Like, we as fans sometimes we're hard to impress, you know. And what I was also talking about is Xander Zion is 22 years old. He's very young in his career. And when we talk about these fights to impress fans, this could be it. This could be that banger right here. You seen what Perez did to Conwell. You see how tall he is. You see how these guys match up. Matchmaking is a real thing in boxing. And styles make great fights. This could be one of those fights that Xander Zion can get some more fans. And the legend of young Xander Zion will grow.
Listen,
you know,
man.
22 years old. 22 years old. He's 22. He hasn't had any real huge fights we could sit here and say, or definitive champions and say, yeah, this guy right here is proving himself. Well, guess what? He's asking for that type of fight right now. He's asking, give me a chance to prove myself. Come watch my fight. Watch me prove myself on a world stage. And guess what it's for? A world title. No other way. What more do I want?
Because right now I got Berlanga as the face of Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, Xander.
Thank
I
you.
know they're trying to make you the face of Puerto Rico, but right now it's Berlanga.
Oh no, no,
You
no,
know what
no.
I'm saying?
He has to wait. Yeah. Yeah.
This is how I feel about that. But that's all I
I-
got. Let me get to the wife, man. She on the other line.
All right, champ.
Get my
Thanks for calling in, brother. Thanks for calling
like
in.
You the man. You the man. Listen, on my bookie, Luis Cubas Aries is a plus 520 money line. Plus 520 money line. Like, that's amazing. Like, that's great props. Plus money, excuse me. That's great plus money for a live underdog, bro. He's a live underdog.
You haven't got
For real.
anything on the weight?
No, it's 160. It's got to
It's
be just
160.
based
It's
off
got
the
to be.
box rack.
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
get Priest's last fight was 164. There's that slight possibility this could be, at a 64 or at a 68, but I doubt it. Let me send him that
Okay.
message, man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought where you at? Maldonado, what up?
Yo, what's going on? That's the Gibbs.
What up?
Yo, how do I sound right now? Because I finally got the detachable microphone on my Kenichi bed. I sound better right now?
Super
than
better.
usual?
No background, no feedback. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times I'll be having earbuds on or I'll be having the Kenichi bears without the mic, but I put the mic on. Yo, anyway, I called because round one was good, brother. I earned a lot of respect for you.
Was
You're
good.
very knowledgeable about boxing. Was
Thank
good,
you.
brother, but I gotta cook you right now. No
Okay.
doubt. Inouye, right? Great fighter, right? Throughout the years of boxing, because you were a historian, you were a smart guy, you're not a dummy. We've always had little guys that were near the top 5 pound for pound list, right? We had Ricardo Lopez, we had guys like Chocolatito. Now we got Inouye, right? Great fighter, legend, no doubt. But I can never put those type of guys at number 1 pound for pound because at the end of the day, they don't have the luxury to compete in the glamour division, right? And when people say, "Oh, well, we don't know the guys in their division," well, we know we knew it, right? Why we don't know the other guy that's supposed to be special, right? Hold on, because there is nobody else there special. Accomplishments wise, yeah, he had a lot of belts, did what he had to do. But all due respect, those divisions, dudes gain 2 or 3 pounds, and they're in a whole nother weight class. You can't put Inouye number 1 when you have guys competing in divisions like 154 and 147, glamour divisions 135. I'm gonna give you an example. If Tio were to go on and fight, let's say Devin Haney and Boots Sanders back to back and beat both of them, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to leapfrog Teofimo Lopez over Inouye on the pound for pound list because resume trumps titles. I don't care how many divisions you won. If you're beating killers that are bigger than you, more athletic than you, and you're the underdog, that means more than winning 5 divisions in a weight zone where all you got to do is jump up and gain 3 pounds, bro. He knew he could be top 4 pound for pound, top 3, but as long as other guys are doing more than him, his spot is going to be held momentarily. You know what I'm saying? Because I can never put that guy number 1. You can't put him over Usyk. You can't put him over Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I can't. I don't know how you got him above Usyk, bro.
When can I answer? I'm gonna need a second. I would love you to be here.
Absolutely.
Yes, brother. I respect everything
Go
you
ahead, coach.
said. I respect everything you said, and I'm gonna try to make this brief, right? You talk about records and you talk about accomplishments and everything, and if you're not that informed with Naoya anyway, I'm about to hit you, my brother. The reason why I consider him so great in number 1 is because exactly all the things you said about all your other fighters. Naoya Inoue jumped over 2 weight divisions and challenged the champion right away. He didn't take a tune-up fight. He took a fight over a champion that's pound for pound shit. And when we're talking about a fighter, he has 4 weight divisions. He's on his 25th world title fight in a row. There is no fighter in history that's ever done that. And when you're talking about the glamour division and you're talking about having the power to pull the needle, The reason why you know Naoya in a way is because of the stuff that's in the ring and a lot of controversy that surrounds his name. So it shows you his star status. And then when it talks to legendary Hall of Fame shit, he achieved 8 belts in 1 year and 13 days. It took him 6 months to unify. No other champion or anybody currently today that has unified all 4 belts can hold a record to that man. And would not to also mention the fact in the 100 years of boxing, if you're saying what he's doing is that easy, why have no man in boxing history ever been undisputed in the super bantamweight division? Meaning there's been undisputed champions in the heavyweight before. Multiple times in all those other weight divisions. These guys are truly lightning in the bottle. They're constantly knocking each other off. There was one guy that came out and dominated everybody. And the one thing I criticize Naoya Inoue for, the very one thing, he did it too good. That's why.
Yeah, but
no one else
again,
can mirror him.
That's accomplishments.
Yes,
so who's his nemesis? Like Ness likes to say nemesis. Who's his nemesis? Who's his nemesis? What other guys are there? The best guy he beat was Nonito, who's a legend. But all due respect, Rigondeaux in 2013 blanked him out, 12 rounds to zip. And this guy went life and death with an older Nonito that got knocked out numerous times after the Rigondeaux fight. And I'm not trying to diminish him. I'm just trying to say.
Okay, my brother. What I take out of that fight was a lot of great back and forth war, right? And he got caught early. He fought 10 rounds with a fractured orbital bone, and a guy coming at you with the skills to hit you. That Japanese dude showed grit, intelligence. He blocked one eye in the fight, and he fought him with one eye. And when he got closer, he used both hands. And guess where he learned that technique from? Nonito Donaire, when he was in his situation where his eye was cut and he studied film on him. See, overall, Naoya Inoue is a remarkable talent. When we're talking about accomplishment, skills,
but I can't put him number one, bro. I can't put him number one. I cannot put him at number one. If Bud Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, I don't care how many divisions he did in 4, 5, 6 months.
Brother.
If Bud Crawford beats him, and then Usyk beat a guy that was damn near 100 pounds bigger than him, and I don't mean to bring it back to Tio. If Tio beats Boots Ennis, that's better than all the accomplishments that he put. Because people are saying Boots Ennis will put him in the morgue. If Tio beats Boots Ennis, come on, bro. He knew he hadn't fought nobody where he was a big underdog.
Yeah,
like
my
that.
man. You started off real well. You started off with a little bit of stats and this and that, and then all of a sudden you turned it into if my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle. Listen, everybody has a lot of opinions on what should be. Look, I get it. You know more names in the glamour divisions. You know nothing, very little about this 5'5" Japanese fighter. The only reason why I see him in his purest form because of why I watch this sport. I ask myself, where does the best fighters in the world come from?
That's enough for Inoue talk for the day. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Nah, but listen, man, last call for callers. Last call for callers. You're trying to call in. Do call in. I do want to say, you guys are like, oh, Ness, let's pivot. Oh, Ness, won't you stop this conversation? Oh, no, more Inoue talk. At least they are talking
We talking,
boxing.
baby.
You
At least
understand?
we
They're
talking.
talking boxing.
That dude's amazing.
Where's the people that want to talk boxing? You want me to stop a boxing conversation? Like, I just want to punch some of y'all. Cliff, what up?
Yo.
Yo.
Oh shit. Yeah, I was trying to wait for the shit to heat up, but you about to end the show. So I'm jumping in this bit. Yeah, round one, when somebody called talking about T.O. over in a way in the pound for pound, you just don't respond. That doesn't deserve a reaction. Like, Bud Crawford, Usyk, all right, you got a conversation. You bring up T.O. if he beats Boots, like, that didn't happen yet. That is not even a fight, right? Because Turk took that away. So like, I just for saying T.O. like T.O. got a law. Like T.O. arguably lost fights that he won. This T.O. a new way pound for pound is laughable. So
Yeah.
we should just ignore that.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'll drop a little bit on the topic because this is not a super hardcore topic, but a little hardcore. The dude that Zayas is fighting, that's the dude who beat Conwell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Yeah, I
Perez.
watched that fight. I lost money on that fight, yeah, and he really beat Conwell too. That was some bullshit. I think that's a good, perfect fight for Zayas. Y'all shouldn't want to rush Zayas. To not even bring it back to a new way. But you remember when a new way stepped up and fought Donier, he almost lost. So hey, y'all gotta calm down with trying to put Zayas in there with Virgil, Fundora, and these crazy fighters. He's not even the talent of a new way. Y'all want to put him against the best in the deepest division in boxing. Chill. Let him work his way up. That's why you gotta make a new Ness. You gotta make a new like level. You always talking about casual, hardcore. Got to be something in the middle. Cause I'm not down there with them casuals. I've been watching boxing at a hardcore level for like 5 years, and I'm not up there with the hardcores because I can't go 15 years ago and tell you all that crazy, not what was going on. Like I said, I've been watching at a hardcore level though for 5 years, and over them 5 years, I seen multiple young fighters step up and they got dealt with by like the top fighters. So Zayas may look good fighting who he's been fighting. He could compete at that level, but he could get destroyed. So I think this is a great fight for him. Let's see if he could beat someone Conwell couldn't, because Conwell was supposed to be that that young nigga. So
Right.
let's see how he do. This is perfect. It lines up perfect. Well,
I like it.
I think it's a great fight.
Yes, I like the fight. I
Yo,
like the
what?
fight. Huh?
Yeah, I like it. I like it too. Damn,
I
I
think that
wanted to say something.
What you think about that
Go ahead,
upset
Raul.
fight, man?
What? Who? Priest and
Yeah.
or man, I don't know, Ness. I kind of feel like Priest got him. Feel like what they call him, the new Ryan.
Yeah.
I just feel like he might win. But what is the other one? Darius and Beck the Bully or something
Yeah.
like that. That one is closer. I'm with you. I think Darius is going to beat him. That's his name,
yeah.
right? What's his name?
Yeah. Darius
Yeah, I
Fulgum.
think I think he's gonna beat Beck because I seen Beck looking vulnerable a little bit. He lost a fight that I
Rosado.
can't remember his fight. Yeah,
Rosado.
that I thought he was supposed to win. I think I had money on that too, cause I be just betting on shit just to bet on it. And I think he fucked me on that fight. So I'm going with Darius. If Priest lose, that's great money. That if you get that one right,
But that's what
then
I'm
you putting
saying.
money in everybody's
He
pocket.
a plus 500, 520 on my
That's the
bookie.
money.
And bro,
Yeah, I
listen,
seen that.
Priest ain't fought nobody like him. I don't even know why nobody's talking about this. It's crazy to me.
I don't know, but you making me want to put like a little small bet
I
in
mean,
on a
just go
little
look at
parlay.
some tape. Y'all gotta do your own research. Look at some tape, but like, who the fuck has Priest fought, bro? This is a 10-round fight. This kid is only 26. Matter of fact, I'm saying only 20. Bro, Danny Garcia was a 2-division champion at the age of 27. Devin is a 2-division champion at 26. Shakur's a 3-division champion at 26. Bro, this kid is 26 and somebody tell me who he fought.
And Naoya Inoue was a 2-division champion in 8 fights.
Yo, get off that a new way. Round one. Let it die. Let it die.
This guy
You
fought
put
nobody, bro. This guy fought nobody, and I'm telling y'all, this is a bet. That's a bet. I'm putting $10 on that at least.
Wait. You think Aries gonna give him trouble?
Bro, hell
I'm
yeah.
putting a long parlay on it too.
Hell yeah.
Aries, but
He's
Dakota
talking
Linga.
about the upset. Ryan.
Dakota Linga upset.
He's calling the upset.
He upset Kurt Scooby, bro. Like y'all sleeping
Okay,
on like tough veterans.
No.
That's
I
why
get
you
all
gotta
that.
make a new category before I hang up. You gotta make a new category for that middle fan. Cause I'm gonna watch that fight and learn something. I'm gonna watch the Beck the Bully fight and learn something. Them casuals is not watching that.
Nah, look,
So
I
I don't
even
want to
got
be called
Alex
a
Vega on my
casual.
side, bro. He said Price is overrated and he's not even rated. See, I got Vega
Nah,
on
I'm
my
not
side.
saying he.
I think Aries could do it. I'm still his motherfucker ain't answering. I'm trying to get an interview.
I'm not trying to say Eric Priest is like a great fighter, but I just think Aries is over the hill, bro.
At 34, he's over the hill. Y'all be out of control,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, 34. You
When was
talk
his
about
last
Eric
fight?
Priest at 26 ain't got no titles. What the hell? This done
And that's what
dude at
last fight.
34.
Huh?
What was his last fight? The 34-year-old. When's the
Bro,
last time
he fought in fucking March, bro. At least he
There you
tuned
go.
up.
There
He
you
He
go.
was
tuned
in
up.
India.
And let me check Silas' page. Is he with Silas? Who got Silas?
I think he's
Who
Priest
got
with Silas.
Silas? Nah, Priest ain't with Silas. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
he
Eric.
was.
I'm talking about Cubas is I bet you with Silas, homie. Cubas is probably Eric. Louis Cubas Aries is probably with Ishmael Silas.
Nah, I think it's Eric Priest. I'm pretty sure I seen mad videos of him in there sparring.
I see
I think
videos of.
he been with Silas for a minute. I'm pretty
I
sure.
see videos of 54 Milagros is back. Yordenis Urgas.
Ugas is back. What?
Yeah.
Nah, he needs
I
to
don't
stay
see
retired.
not one video of Eric Priest on the recent things. I don't know. We need to do we got to do the research as a community. I'm telling you, y'all gonna kick
All right, let me
yourself
take a look.
Saturday morning when y'all be like, damn.
Yes, I think you might be wrong on this one.
Man, you
Yo.
ain't never listen to me. I would respect what you were saying if you never watched Eric Priest or Louis Cubas Aries. I know that. I could
Nah, I've
tell by the
watched both of them.
conversation we've been having. You never
I've
watch them.
watched both of them.
I watch both of them.
I'm not saying that
Listen.
Eric Priest is like gonna blow him out. I'm not saying that. I just know Aries, man. Like when he stepped up to Lubin. I'm not saying Priest is Lubin, but you know what I'm saying. He got cracked, man.
Who he cracked? Who he knocked out?
Who?
Because his
Eric
last
Priest?
fight, his last 3 fights went to decision. Home Skillet.
Yeah, didn't he fight
This
the dude
dude
that
is.
Isley
Listen, I
fought?
don't want to go out the window and say the F word, but he might be the F word.
Ness. Isley went 10 rounds with the same dude.
Who Isley? Troy?
Troy
ain't no power puncher. Don't he got 5 knockouts, motherfucker? Don't make me do this to you, Ryan.
No, I'm not saying Eric Priest is some KO artist. He's not.
He's supposed to be. That's the point. He's supposed to
no,
be.
he ain't that. No, he's not a KO artist. No,
And he ain't
I'm
no
sorry.
boxer either.
Well, he's not a
I
boxer.
seen him getting punched in the face. All right, you know what? I'm not here to convince motherfuckers. I said it like I said what I said. Up motherfucking set alert. I'm putting $10 on it. Y'all do what y'all do.
Aries ain't no boxer either, though. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man, we gonna see.
I'll take the younger dude.
Of course. The younger dude.
It's the Golden Boy diet, yo. I know
Let's
what this
go.
look like.
Vineland, New Jersey in the house. Let's go. Man, I had a boy out of Vineland. Oh, my God. I wish I could remember his name. Damn. Man, shout out to you if you watching, man. You know who it is, but damn.
Hey, I feel you on that Luis Arias. I saw him back when he used to. I think he started with the money team or something like that.
Yeah.
A while ago, some young Cuban dude. Yo, he's actually pretty good. I haven't seen an upset. I haven't picked an upset like this since John Molina versus Provodnikov. That was plus 700. I put $100 on it and won $700. Fat. Do you remember that fight, Provodnikov and John Molina?
Ruslan Provodnikov and John Molina. I don't think so. I'm sure I watched it.
Was a while
I'm sure I
ago,
watched it, but
John Molina was a plus 700 underdog, and I put 100 on it and hit pretty nicely.
Okay, so
But yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
Luis Cubas Aries was training with Capotillo, Jorge.
Yeah, he's gonna pull the upset. I agree with you, Ness. And then for the other fight, Beck the Bully, I think he's gonna knock him out, bro.
What?
Fulgum, not this last fight, but
What?
the fight before his last fight.
What?
He fight Pearson or something like that.
Shit, Belleville, New Jersey. What the fuck is
Yeah,
up?
he didn't look that good.
Who ain't look that
look
good?
So
Ooh,
fucking
Darius?
Fulgum like 2 fights ago.
2 fights ago, bro. 2
Man.
fights
What about
ago.
his last fight?
That's
His last
2
fight,
fights ago.
I don't know, man. I think Beck the Bully's gonna put the pressure on him and fucking. That's just my
Beck the
call,
Bully
man.
doing
We'll
his
see. I
last
think it's
fight?
gonna be a good fight either way.
All right.
Hey, but Ness, I sent you that shorter clip.
What?
Of my fight little promo thing on
one
Instagram if you want to play that. But yeah.
Are you the one that just say, "Yo, Alberto Gomez"?
Yeah. It's a shorter one.
But I don't see anything there. It just says "Yo."
Oh, you don't see the reel?
No, it just says "Yo." Maybe it ain't come yet, or resend it. Oh, all right. So I gotta look at it on the phone. I can't look at it on the computer. It says this content may have been deleted by its owner or is hidden by the privacy settings. So I think that's means I gotta look at it on my phone.
Oh yeah, my thing is private.
Yeah, man. Your girl
man,
don't want other girls looking at you. Damn, bro. Is you a man? Is you the man or not?
Settings on you.
No.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have Instagram, you better be private.
How do I take off the privacy then?
I don't know, champ. I don't deal with the private settings. I can't help you on that. Hey, yo, but I gotta pull you off the fight too, right? You not fighting, right? Your name is on here too, right?
I'm not sure if you put me down or not, but I told you I was gonna be out of town.
Yeah, I know, but you signed up, didn't you?
No, I didn't sign up all the way.
Damn. Okay, so am I confusing you with someone else? And I haven't fucking found this guy an opponent thinking that was you.
You may have mistaken me.
Well, all right, champ. When you make it on private, I will be able to see it in my DMs. As of now, no lo veo. No lo veo. And if you want to call in, Discord available, X Spaces available. Luis Cubas Aries has not hit me back, nor has Mr. Thomas Lamana. That's how you doing me, Lamanis?
Yo, you saw the press conference?
Nah.
Man, they were getting spicy, brother.
Who though?
Lamana and Charlo, they was going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even poke the bear if I was Lamana. We had to capture the element of surprise, bro. You poking the bear, you poking the bear.
Charlo was on it. But then Charlo got really weird with Plant, bro.
In what
He got
way?
really weird with Plant. Like, he got soft with him. He's like, yo, you the A-side, you the champ. He said, yo, be careful, yo, he'll slap you.
Damn.
And then Caleb was talking about like his new clothing line, and he was like, yo, I could model for you if you need a model. And I was like, yeah, bro. I'm like, what are you doing, Charlie? Like, you about to fight this dude. Like,
he trying to work for son. That's nasty. That's nasty, yo.
I didn't even want to hear that.
Yeah, he had energy for Lamana, but he had no energy for Plant, yo. That's not what I wanted to hear either.
Yeah, but that's yo, you know, that's Lamana being a white boy. That's how he get it. He got an upset, man. We ride with Lamana, man. New Jersey, where you at, man? Damn, how y'all disconnect like that? This should just be muting on his own on X, bro. I don't know. That's nasty. I'm still looking for this dude, but if you're trying to call in, now is the time. Yeah, so we on the opposite sides of the street on that one, huh? Ryan said he going with
Eric?
Mr. Priest. What about the Darius and the Fulgum fight? I mean, the Darius and the Beck fight. Who you got?
Oh, I got Fulgum. You gotta do a work though. You gotta stop Beck.
But is you picking stoppage? Yo, he's fucking like a plus 220, 240 for a stoppage, bro.
I don't know if I'm
He's
picking
even plus
stoppage.
270 for the decision, bro. That's why I'm like going crazy. This is like a money fight.
What?
Yeah.
He's plus 270?
Plus 270 decision, plus
On
240
a decision.
for the
Shoot, I'm throwing
knockout.
something on either of those then. Because he getting
Over
something.
on my bookie, man, y'all need the link. Let me know. But yeah, that's where it's at. He got the money right here. Look. Darius Fulgum is a minus 111 money line. Beck the Bully is a minus 119. The over is set at 10.5, and it's at minus 167. The under 10.5 is at plus 120. Now, Darius to get the knockout plus 270. Darius to get the decision plus 246. Beck to get the decision plus 270. Beck to get the knockout plus 224. It's like, it's a money fight, bro. It's a motherfucking money fight.
Yo,
It's a motherfucking money fight.
Darius miss weight or something? Like, why is, or the bookie's just gonna drop this one?
I mean,
Beck the Bully
this is
almost
on my
didn't make it
bookie.
to
I don't know
fight.
what everybody else got. This is my bookie. I don't know what y'all got on y'all, betting sites
check
or whatever.
FanDuel right now. FanDuel's pretty good.
I got Al in the Bay. What do you say?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Straight from the Bay Area.
What up?
Man, you know what it is. Oh man. Let me get to the title first because I got a bunch of stuff to say. Let me get to the title first. I think Xander Zayas has been breastfed way too long. You know, he should have been had a big fight by now. This is his what, like he's the main event, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is like what probably his third or fourth main event fight, and he still ain't got a big fight. You know, they've been bottle feeding him way too long, man. They doing him another Jared Anderson, man. He just bottle fed. But this might come to roost, man. The man might be a little tough to get up out of there. You feel me? He might be Jared Anderson Bacoli fight type of situation going on. You feel me? I just got a feeling like this is that one. You feel me? That's gonna wake Zion up, man. But yeah, man. What else I wanted to hit on? Oh, earlier I wanted to hit on. I don't want to make this a TO topic, but you seen the video with TO when he's talking about Alex Sheik just fired him. He ain't getting paid from Alex Sheik no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? He did all that talking about he ain't getting no money, he ain't doing this, Top Rank ain't paying him right. And when he had the man with the pockets, what did he do? He fumbled the bag. You feel me? He always want to fumble a bag, man. Like, you feel me? I don't know what it is about this guy. Like, he make a fuss about he's not getting paid. Then he makes a fuss about him not getting respected. You feel me? It making me kind of look bad because I went for bat for him. Like, man, he should have been the main event. You feel me? I was beating on the table like, bro, he should have been main event the last fight. But he's making me look bad, man. Like, he ain't main event worthy anymore. You feel me? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. You feel me? I'm a brother and I was supporting him to the fullest. But now, you feel me? Support kind of, he's bad money. You feel me? It's like one of those people off the streets, where, you got that cousin was like, you want to love that cousin, but, that cousin kind of shady and he's bad money. He's bad for business. So you kind of gotta give him a stiff arm. So, man, T.O. need to get it right, man. Feel me? He getting that stiff arm right now for me. What else? Man, it's a lot of things that was going on in my mind earlier. I wanted to say, but I didn't know what to say. But yeah, man. Beck the Bully, man. Beck the Bully. I think You feel me? It's time for Bet to show that he's still that bully. You feel me? He got to fight like he's that bully still. He got to pressure fight. But he got to keep his hands up too. You feel me? He got to show that defense.
That's the bell, Al. We got Huang out of Houston with the counter.
Yo.
Yo.
Man, I had to call back in because of Cliff, man. Let me say this, Cliff. Look, don't worry about that hardcore casual shit. That shit really annoys me. You know why? Because it really, what I learned is when somebody say they are hardcore, they expect you to be posting about boxing all day, having a boxing show yourself, and da-da-da-da. If you ain't just, your whole life ain't boxing, you ain't a hardcore. So fuck all them titles. Nigga got to do what he can do when he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers go to work. Kids got fucking AAU basketball. My son sometimes got 2 tournaments a day. Nigga, I work 12 hours a day, but because I miss some shit, I ain't no hardcore. Fuck those titles, man. So that's all I want to say about that, right? Number 2, man, Brother Cliff. See, you doing that protection plan stuff. When you start saying about, man, they moving them too fast. No, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. I hate that kind of talk. Man, put them in the fire. Take a L. You know what I'm saying? Because we all take L's in this world. And if you from the hood, and you sound like a hood brother, you know what I'm saying? And y'all brothers on the panel, if y'all from the hood, man, you don't want them all? Because I sure as fuck have it. But I'm going to get out there. You got them right. And especially if you've been locked up, niggas going to try you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like me. I'm half Mexican. But for the Mexicans, I ain't Mexican enough. You know what I'm saying? But when I start being with the brothers and shit, it's like, why you over there with those tiratos? So you know what? A nigga was in that blender a whole lot over 15 and a half years behind them bars. And I ain't win them all. You see what I'm saying? And I'm tired of everybody like, oh, he took a loss. Now we don't want to fight, watch him. Now Top Rank gonna cut him, or the zone gonna cut him, or whoever gonna cut him. Man, I hate that we even have to think that way. Man, a nigga might lose a fight. I want to see him fight. And if he lose and he give a valiant effort, man, you know what? I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what just happened. That Angelo Leo fought Kameda, right? I want to see Kameda again. Matter of fact, I want to see Kameda fight Bernardo Lopez. Even after he lost. Because I said, God damn, that boy. You feel me on that, man? Did you watch the Kameda Leo Cruz?
Yep.
And Kameda gave a fucking hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, after watching that, I was like, man, this Kameda got not be on my radar. And that's what people don't realize. A real boxing fan gonna see you lose and now want to watch you again. I never heard of Kameda, but after that fight, I said, damn, man, I'm gonna watch him again.
One judge had it even.
You see what I mean? And before my time run out, I gotta address that anyway stuff you're talking about round 1. Because here's the thing, man. Tio ain't getting his respect on that pound for pound. You know, because we can name a lot of people. Sandor Martin, Josh Taylor, Loma. I mean, come on, man. Who he ain't fought? I mean, if we ain't giving him his respect, man. I mean, Tio is in my top 5 pound for pound.
Respectfully, okay.
Top
I
5?
mean, I'm just saying.
That's his opinion. You gotta respect it.
That's I respect it.
And the reason I say pound for pound is because the man beat the man at 135. Then he went up to 140 and beat a former undisputed. And that's the definition of pound for pound. I'm not saying anyway ain't pound for pound. I ain't saying that. But we got to put some respect on Tio because he pound for pound. But that's all I got, brother.
All right, brother. You know, food for thought on that pound for pound list and where it has evolved in today's standard. If you guys haven't recognized this already, right? But have you noticed that the top currently today, no matter where you have them, 1, 2, or 3, all 3 men have unified in 2 separate weight divisions. That's like the standard right now to crack the top 3. If you haven't unified all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions, because all 3 men, no matter where you got them, Terrence Crawford, Usyk, or Naoya Inoue, can we at least agree those are the top 3?
No Canelo just undisputed twice too, home skillet. You trying to discredit?
Not 2 separate divisions.
It don't matter. It don't matter. He didn't distinguish that. He didn't distinguish 2 separate divisions.
No, that's what I just. No, I did
So wait,
distinguish that.
if Usyk beat Dubois, he gonna be 3-time?
Yeah.
No.
Why wouldn't you give credit to Usyk for being 3-time?
No, it doesn't count like that, Ryan.
You saying it don't count like that yet? History shows that it does, my friend.
No.
Let me give you the
what
facts.
You're saying is
Let
true.
me give you the facts.
What you're saying is
Clarissa
true.
vacated her IBF. Marshall won it, or was it the WBO? Marshall won it, then they undisputed in the UK. So yes, it does happen, and people do it.
Yes, and just so isn't Canelo Alvarez going to get awarded for 2-time undisputed in the same weight division? But my qualifications and what I was saying were 2 separate weight divisions, undisputed status. All 3 top men have accomplished that.
Okay. And New A lover.
What do you mean, all 3 men?
How is wow?
You doing it like that, so we gotta be forced to take Canelo out. I see what you're doing.
No, what you mean?
I see what you're doing.
That's not the top 3 in most people's eyes. Am I the bad guy here? Wow.
No, those are the top 3.
I don't know, man. Arguably, Canelo was top 3.
Okay, Ness, grab your pop.
Yeah, arguably.
I mean, listen, all of these lists are subjective and debatable.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Yeah.
Who would you take out? Crawford then? Swap him with Crawford?
I'm not taking anybody out. I'm not. I mean, but listen, if you want to take Crawford out because you feel that his resume doesn't compare to the level of opposition that Canelo has faced,
I didn't even say that, Dave.
Hey, yo, you see how he's trying to spin that on you? Yo, Ryan, you gotta
I mean, you too. Too. If you want to take out a new way, if you want to take out a new way,
you right here, Ryan.
Listen, if you want to take out a new way because you think that a new way's opposition doesn't compare to the Canelo opposition, that's cool too.
No one wants to take out a new way. I'm good with him there.
Usyk then?
I'm saying I'm good with him right there.
No, because Usyk fought real names, bro.
I didn't say that. Ness said that. Ness said he wanted to take Usyk out.
More names.
No, I mean, how many months has Crawford been out the ring though? Because ain't you supposed to get dropped from the rankings after
almost
12 months?
Yeah, it's almost a year.
Just saying.
It will be a
valid
year.
Point. That's a valid point.
But listen, that's not a rankings, though. That's pound for pound is not a rankings. That's like mythical world, mythical magical shit. Isn't there fights today too, though? No fights today?
Today's Friday?
No, isn't it Thursday?
No, I have to be Friday. I thought it was Friday and Saturday.
I think y'all not ready today.
Hey, Ryan.
That was yesterday, the Nunez fight.
You like that Angelo Leo fight? You saw the score readings, man. One judge had the fight even. The other fight had it. What was it? 115, 113, and the other judge had it 116 to 112.
Yeah, that's that home cooking. That's what that was.
Yeah, right.
You always risk that when you go on the road, man.
It also puts him still in line.
That's another fight I didn't check the line on.
Because that Nick Ball, Naoya Inoue smoke is being rumored that might happen. So and Angelo Leo puts himself there. But if Angelo Leo could unify and make himself a bigger champion, where that now he doesn't have to chase. I think he'll put himself in front of the line. But I think that
Carmel Moten made it to the betting line.
Yeah, I bet on him earlier today. I got that, but it's just crappy line.
Bro,
like
he's a minus 7,692. Like, how do you even make money on that?
I added him to my parlay.
What the fuck? How many points did he improve you? 10? 1?
I don't know. Probably
Lord
one.
of mercy.
He won, Ryan?
Oh
Huh?
my God. Hey, yo, they really wildin', bro.
What?
They got everybody. Yo, Kyron Davis like a plus 400
I got
money
Kyron
line.
Davis at a plus 510, my guy. They
Money line?
disrespectful. Yes, my bookie gives the
Oh
best.
shoot!
My bookie, yo. Who needs the link? I got
I'm
you.
going over. I got my bookie. I'm going over there now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, my
That's
bookie's giving the greatest odds right now for these underdogs. I can't believe they got Kyron that big a dog. They trying to lose their life right now. That's that. Listen, yo, Hernandez has not been in with anyone at all that can give him any sort of resistance. Any sort of resistance, bro. This is a nasty weekend on some scary, sneaky shit. I'm going to put like a parlay together at least. Imagine those two dogs win.
Oh my God, plus 510. That's
If
crazy.
fucking Aries and Kyron win, Lord to the mercy. What up, round one?
Maybe this will be stupid, but just in case there's people out there like me that don't gamble, what's a parlay?
Oh, more than one fight at the same time, like doing Eric Priest is fighting Luis Guerrero. So doing Luis Cubas Aries to win money line and doing Kyron Davis to win money line is a 2-team parlay, and that's going to increase your betting probability by more because it's two underdogs together. So yeah, it's more money. If I do a parlay right now, let me tell you, it's probably going to be like a plus 3,000 once I put Kyron, right? Where's Kyron? Once I put Kyron money line and Aries money line. Look, that brings me to a plus 3,682. I mean, all you got to do is put $2.
They both have to win.
You don't got to be greedy. You put $2.
They both
$2,
have to win, though, right?
They both got to win.
Yeah,
but you put
okay.
$2.
Yeah,
You put $2, it makes you $73.64. You know, it's these other people that they want to win all this money, so they lose all this money. Listen, I think these guys could win betting $1 each. What do they say in the lotto? You old school like me, $1 in a dream, right? That's how you win the lotto.
Yo, homeboy said it was plus 2,600 for me.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, because he's on a different site. My bookie gives the best odds, man. DM me if you need the link.
Yeah, you said yours is like a plus 3,000. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I can screenshot. It got plus 3,682 for that 2-team parlay. 2-team. Now imagine you put LaManna. I'm not saying put LaManna.
Right.
Because now that's 3 times that Lightning got a strike, right? Lightning got a strike on Friday, boom, and then it got a strike 2 times on Saturday. I'm just saying, though.
You
He
put
said, I'm
$2 on
just
it.
saying.
That's
But look, you
$600.
cannot put LaManna. You cannot put LaManna and put Keller
That's why I don't
Plant.
gamble.
No, you could put Keller Plant. That's a guaranteed win, right? Right?
Yeah. I would
Round
say
1,
so.
I'm talking to you. Who's going to win?
Okay. Caleb Plant.
Is he going to beat Resendiz or is he going to lose to Resendiz?
No, he's gonna beat him.
All right. So put Keller Plant on your parlay. And what does that give you now? If you add to those 2 underdogs, Keller Plant, that improved you to, that ain't even do shit. It improved you to 35. It gave you 1,000 points, though. It gave you 35,758. So Keller Plant adds.
Because he's highly favored, right? That's why.
No, yes, because he's highly favored.
Yes,
He's a minus
right.
4,000, so it really
Right.
doesn't give you that much. You know, that's a guaranteed win according to the bookies, right? But you know everybody
Okay.
could get punched in the face and it's over. Remember, Resendiz knocked out Jared Hurd.
Yeah, he stopped Jared Hurd.
He stopped Jared Hurd. And Resendiz fought as high as 74 in his early fights, did he not? What you got there?
And Caleb,
What's that? What you drinking
and Caleb
on?
Plant got.
What's that?
Caleb Plant
Frozen
got
coffee?
dropped. This?
Hell no.
What is it? No. Ryan.
That's Bear, bro.
That's what?
Mill Street Bear. Gotta rep my city.
Hey, yo, what is that? Baby onesies of your son?
Yeah. Rival sent them to me when my son was born. Yeah.
That's dope.
Arrival. They got his name on the back. Yeah, Jackson Frazier. With the Rival gear on the front. The Rival
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
man.
an
Russ.
X, Jackson. Okay, I'm looking from here. That look like a Jason.
Yeah, Russ sent me those.
That's dope,
My
man.
son was born.
So Russ is Canadian.
Yeah, man. He's from Quebec.
Okay.
He's actually headed to the Boxing Canadian Hall of Fame right now. He's getting inducted tonight.
Oh shit! Congrats to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you want to call in, phone lines are open, or we gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
Bro. Golden Boy, you going live for the fight chat tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, it's my birthday Saturday, so if my wife is not taking me out Friday, then yeah, I'm gonna go live because that's actually the best fight. I think I should go live Friday and not go live Saturday. Saturday is bigger names, but it's not necessarily bigger fights. Albert Gomez, $2. I took it off private. I will check in a bit. Actually, let me real quick take this opportunity to give you a daily reminder of my amateur event. We are throwing August 2nd in Wisconsin, Watertown, Wisconsin, that is. I want to go ahead and show you guys a couple of new fighters that we got signed up, paid, and matched up. We got a heavyweight, and we got him a fight, so he's on the card. He's going to be fighting someone out of Wisconsin, so we can back the community member. This is his second time wanting to participate. First time he submitted footage and things like that. He didn't get on the card, but this time he is locked in. He's got his opponent, and he's been submitted footage, and we just got to watch him fight now. But this is him in some sparring here. Or is this pad work?
Know which one he is, Ness?
We got more.
Headgear on.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's get behind this heavyweight, man. This Big Will. You know, he from Washington, D.C., part of the community. You know.
All right. You got him matched up, or you trying to get him matched up?
No, he's matched up. He's matched up. We all good. We all good. Now we got this clip from Mr. Gomez. Let me get this ready.
Nah, he is agile, man. You said that this morning. You're like, he's agile. I saw him in that sparring. He was moving.
Who's that?
A heavyweight. I'm pretty sure you showed him this morning, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Let's get started. Oh, that's real good.
Good body shot. Oh, he did the Canelo on him.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Salute to our boy
Okay.
Alberto Gomez.
He's fighting on there as well.
Well, he's fighting on his own card, you know, but he's part of the community. He's not on Border Wars. We just showing some
Okay.
love.
Yeah, for sure.
He was supposed to fight on Border Wars, but he got this Battle of the Badges thing coming up. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Let me make sure I ain't leave no super chats. I actually do. We got.
Hey, yo, Ryan.
Hold on, let me catch up here. They call me Bam Bam, $2. Ness, will there be a betting show? Fucking hell. Bro, that's going to be difficult because the fights are tomorrow. It all depends on what time we end that morning show. You know how it goes. But we could do a hard stop, bro. Actually, I think the answer is yeah, because there is some fights you guys are overlooking. That'll give me some time to watch tape. We got KL Chapo, $2. Round 1. Earl has a better resume than Inoue. Big fish emoji. Lord of mercy.
Oh.
Y'all trying to get this dude.
I agree. Move on.
Coach Hector Bermudez says $2. Ness, who you got? Yo, Nelly Hernandez versus Kyron Davis. Honestly, bro, I don't know, man. I fuck with Big Rob. And, you know, I want him to do well. This is one of his big fighters. But he's just not been tested. And this could be the test that he passes. But this is a big test. And the fact that we found out today that they denied or declined to fight 12 rounds and asked for 10, that says something. They're not sure he's a 12-round fighter yet. And they wanted to, you know, ensure a win by going 10. And then you got, and look, I get it. You know, Stephen Edwards said that Keller Plant was going to beat Benavidez. That didn't happen, right? But he's calling for a stoppage, bro. I don't know. I want to check this fight out.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
Didn't Caleb Plant go down his last fight?
Oh, versus McCumbee?
Yeah, Trevor McCumbee. Yeah.
Kevin McCumbee. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, Ryan.
Mm.
I've been there since day one. Can I get a wrench, bro?
I think I gave it to you, didn't I?
Nah. Yeah, I was on the other night dropping super chat. All that, baby. Still didn't get it.
I give you the
y'all
wrench,
be wanting
dog.
them wrenches back. I don't even need no wrench.
Hey, yo. Nah.
I'm in and out with mines. Yo, what up?
Ness want a wrench.
Yeah, he do.
I don't be getting no wrench, bro.
Hey, yo.
That wrench,
I really don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying?
That moves your screen name, then you don't see that check mark. You feel me? Bermudez says that's not true at all about the 12 round. Hey, wait. So you working with him, coach? Let me send you the link. You working with him because you heard Stephen Edwards.
Oh, he gonna come in and try to dead that.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Nah, he wanted to come in. He gave me the text. I gotta send him the link. Give me the link.
There we
Give me
go.
the link.
So yeah, hit me up on Boxing Talk Up North, yo. I see somebody in there asking. I'm on YouTube. But yeah, man, Bredman had a lot to unpack about that. You know, I thought the whole drug thing was very that nobody asked until the last second.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I was talking to Russ about it. He said sometimes guys are just, especially B-side guys, they're concerned about the payday. So they don't ask.
Yeah, I mean, it costs money. It's not free to do drug testing. You got to pay.
Or
Somebody
they're
got to
thinking
pay.
also, too, like, the guy might just move on then from the fight. Like, be like, nah, I'm not going to do drug testing.
Yep.
I'll move to the next dude.
Yep. But Kyron, that's why Edwards says he does it the way that he does it. You know, he lets them ask for everything they want, gives them everything they want, and say, hey, this is what we want. The only thing we want. Are you backing out?
Exactly.
So he gets them.
You're going to look
waiting
crazy
Say
if you
again?
back out. You're going to look crazy if you back out for just that.
Exactly.
Like, yeah,
No,
they're
it's
giving
then
you
it's
this, they're
obvious.
giving you
Then
that.
it's obvious that you were dirty if you're backing out because we asking for testing. But we're gonna be having Hector Bermudez on. We sent them the link. Here we go.
You gonna debunk that. Shout out to 702. Appreciate you, bro.
What up, coach?
What's good with it, man?
Chilling. So are you
Good,
working
good.
with Hernandez?
Hernandez right here next to me, boy.
Oh
Whoa.
shit! So did you hear the interview
Confidence,
this
man. What
morning?
they talking about? 12 rounds and all. Man, this boy's a phenom, man.
Did you hear the interview this morning?
Nah, I just heard that from you saying something about 12 rounds and all that.
Yeah, well, we were interviewing Stephen Edwards, the trainer at Chiron, and he said that, yeah, that the fight, he wanted 12, and y'all said no.
Yeah, that's emphatically not true.
So how long you
Um,
been
I,
working with this guy?
he's my guy, yo. He's my
From the
guy. Look at this boy.
beginning?
This boy's
You
a
got all
feat.
6
This
fights with
boy's
him?
a feat. This boy's a phenom, boy.
So you've been with him
This
all 6
boy, yo,
fights?
huh?
Salute
Dime a
champ.
ver, Hernández,
Hi,
¿cómo
hi.
está?
Paso de habla español.
Yo, hola.
Aquí tranquilo, ¿y usted? Hacer
Todo bien, tú sabes. Tú sabes,
Ya,
estamos aquí, estamos en zona.
Ya
están
lo
diciendo
veo.
que preguntaron por los 12 asaltos y que tú dijiste que no.
No,
Los
no que
asaltos.
tú dijiste que no. Supuestamente tu equipo. Supuestamente tu equipo.
No, en ningún lado, en ningún lado. Nosotros peleamos listo para pelear a las 12, a 15 si es posible.
He said he ready to fight 12 or 15 if it was possible.
Okay.
That he never
Lo que aquí,
denied
lo que
fighting
tú
12
sabes
rounds.
que la gente, tú sabes que la gente toma sus decisiones a su manera y hablan lo que no es.
Coach, tell him. He said, that people make their own decisions and say things that aren't true. Coach, also one thing that was talked about by Stephen Edwards was testing. Did he ask for testing and you guys agreed? So how many times has Hernandez been tested for this fight?
They came around 6 times.
Damn.
Damn, that is a lot
6?
of fun. Shit.
¿Cuánto
Fine.
te pidieron a ver? 6 times.
Damn.
Wow.
And
They
they
must have
drew
had to check
blood.
the wow.
But why, I mean, what's testing, why is that so, why is that the
Why?
conversation?
Because of the knockouts? Because of the knockouts? Because of his neck? It's a huge
His
conversation
neck?
because of his neck. Word. He got that football neck, coach.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment, man. That's his
Hey,
hard work, man.
maybe he doing the Mayweather things and shit like that. But yeah, Stephen
Yeah, we
Edwards
got
said, Coach Stephen Edwards said his neck looks disproportionated compared to the rest of his body. That's what the coach said. I mean, you can play it back.
and I heard that he said something about a knockout. Well,
Oh yeah, he said he
uh,
gonna knock him out. He said he gonna knock you out. He said Chiron gonna knock you out late. He said it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be a
Yeah, he
dog
did
fight, but
say
he
that.
said Chiron gonna knock him out late.
with his neck looking like that, and Chiron can't crack an egg, so
And that's what he said. Look, he said when we knock him out, the conversation is gonna turn to Chiron's on PEDs because he wasn't supposed to knock out Hernandez. That's bro, you gotta listen to that interview.
yeah. I'll go back and listen to it. I got some time. I'll entertain myself.
It was long though. I gave you the juicy parts if you wanna, skip out. Cause it was
Nah, this boy
long.
ready, man. This boy ready. He'll go 12 with no problem. He no problem with getting tested. So we got tested. Uh, we don't want that to be any
Damn, so you out
discussion.
here right now? What the fuck? Ain't y'all in Vegas right
Yeah,
now? Yo, you don't
yeah.
even
That's
be
where you at.
calling me. That's where I'm at.
I thought you was in Florida.
I mean, I got a spot there, but I've been here for like a year already. I mean, 3 years. In August, I make 3 years.
Oh yeah. I gotta come holler at you, man. Come to the fight. Watch my boy smack this boy around, man.
Saturday's actually my birthday, so I haven't decided what I'm doing.
Well, tell your wife to take you to the fights, man. That's what you want to do.
I don't know that that's her plans, but we gonna
Perfect
see.
date. Perfect date.
Word.
That's a perfect day. And you ain't working. You don't got work. You just sit down and chill.
Yeah. So what you
What's
think is
going
his
on?
money punch? What you think is Hernandez's money punch?
Hey, the boy's a phenom, man. His arms is long as shit. He's strong. He can take it. You know, he can take it. He's slick. He's special, man. He's special.
Ask
So
him,
his favorite punch is look at the videos. Whatever he knock all these guys out with.
ask him what he thinks the difference is between him and Yo Elvis Gomez. Yo Elvis was 6-0, 6 KOs, trained with Silas, and they rushed him into that fight with Marquise Taylor, and Marquise stopped him. And Marquise wasn't known to be a puncher. Same thing that's happening here.
Hmm. Um, ¿Qué tú piensas
Okay,
de
he
Gomez?
said Gomez is a southpaw and he's a right-hander.
No, but that wasn't a. I didn't ask him a question. But regardless of that, Ness, he's just starting to stir something up, man. The boys different from Gomez, and I think Gomez is an awesome fighter. I think he slept on that fight, but Gomez is a problem. I actually just got done seeing him spar yesterday. He's definitely a blue chip still, even though he lost. But Hernandez, he's special, man. He throws in combinations. He got pop, speed, good eyes, good defense. Man, he's one to watch, man. He's one to watch. He's no Cuban fighter, but he's definitely turning around the reputation of what the Cubans got, running and moving. He's aggressive, right? Aggressive mindset. He's trying to hurt you, man.
So Big Rob is there with you?
Yeah. He's somewhere around here handling his business.
Tell Big Rob that interview happened the way it happened, okay? I ain't got nothing to do with motherfucking speculation.
So coach, when you
I
hear
heard you
this, do
was
you
feeding.
feel
I heard you was feeding into that neck thing. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had to get everything I could get out of Mr. Edwards, for sure. For sure.
when you hear this, coach? How do you take it? Do you take it like it's a red flag that they're showing their hand here and they're trying
No,
to
no.
say that
Actually,
your
no. I
guy?
take it as a no, no. Actually, I appreciate it. I take it as a compliment. The kid.
Okay.
I mean, the kid been tested, so that's even if he wasn't tested. I don't go for what people think, but he was tested, so we know he good. And I just
Hmm.
take that as a compliment that yeah, he's been working.
Right.
He worked every body part.
One
Was
thing that was
the
said, I'm sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
was the Lara fight ever on the table? Because I thought a lot of people saying that was his next fight with Lara.
Yeah. But
Um,
he told us in an interview that he'll never face Laura out of respect.
yeah, no,
Mm.
that's his country,
Be-
man.
That's
There's
his
other
countrymen.
opportunities. Yeah, there's other opportunities for him.
True,
Yeah.
true.
He's gonna be around for a long time, man. He's a young boy too. He's gonna be around for a long time.
So when you say special, you had a lot of fighters. What is it about him compared to the other guys you've had? No.
No, I know what's special. I know.
What's special about him compared to Rohan Polanco? Someone else you think is very special?
Ha ha
I
ha.
said Rohan was special.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
Yes.
I don't remember saying that.
Okay, I don't know. All right. I
The
thought
motherfucker's
maybe.
nice. We know he's nice.
Okay, so how are they different?
Well, and how are they different? He got more power than Rohan. Rohan is fast. Um, he's a bigger guy, of course. They spar, so I see how they do with each other. He Yoanli's slick, right? He's slick. He makes you miss and makes you pay. He's just been around. Sometimes it looks amateurish because he's just getting into the pros, but he's like slipping and just sometimes Yoanli. Well, in the past, he actually has been doing better now with this. He'll slip and touch you instead of slip and sit down on something. So he's just real slick. Rohan is just in that Philly shell, high guard Philly shell. Coming. He Rohan wants to just hurt you. This kid will make you look stupid. This is a game to him. This is the crazy thing. He don't even. He looking when he was at the press conference. He looking at Charlo like that was his opponent. So like, yo, that's not your opponent. Your opponent's over here, man.
Mm.
He don't care. It's a game to him. He plays. And that's why he's special to me, because he just plays. He's just having fun.
So I know that you're there with him, but since we talked Rohan, I hear they sent an offer to Nicholas Floss. Do you know that to be true or false? According to Nicholas Floss, he's saying he never got an actual offer.
That's emphatically true. It's emphatically true. But I don't blame Nicholas Floss for not taking the fight. Um, I think Sampson went on record saying that it's too early for them to fight. That next year he's able to pay Rohan Polanco $1 million for the fight, maybe more. I don't even. Sampson is he bugging. But no, it was sent to him. That I don't bullshit. So yeah, it was sent to him, and I don't. The business. Why would he take that
Bro,
fight?
I heard Blair Cobb's also got an offer.
And he says no. Why would he take the fight? He
That's
said no. There's
crazy.
a couple of people. There's a lot of people that said no. But he got is a tentative
Would
opponent
you
on the
would you
line.
would you would you fight Fernando Vargas Jr.? He said he wants to come down to 47. He made 151 his last fight.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Yo, stop, man.
Bro, he's a big ass dude compared to Rohan. You out of control,
You
man.
saying you saying what? You saying Junior, not the one that signed the top rank, right?
Yeah,
You
Fernando
saying Junior?
Vargas Jr.
Mm. Marv
L
Nation.
rolls.
Did you see his last fight?
Yeah, he got a stoppage over a dude that nobody stopped.
Okay, before the stoppage, did you see it?
Bro, his power's real though. He showed y'all his power's real.
You defending him?
Oh, so you don't like that name? Fernando Vargas Jr.?
Yeah, it got some history.
But man, I don't say no to fights. I get. There was a point where me and Gary Hod, his manager, Gary used to want to send me. Gary, I was like, nah, we're not ready for him. No, we're not ready for. Not that I'm scared to put him in. Is that I just know the development of Brohan and how it was going to wind up being in another year, a year and a half. I was like, he's not ready. He's not ready. And now he's ready. So he would fight anybody. I would say, yeah, Fernando. That's too. I don't know. I don't believe in luck. And but I feel lucky if that name came across the table.
Push for it, man. He was on here. He said he ready. He ready.
No,
He's
he
trying to
ain't
get out.
ready. He's not.
He said
He's
he
not ready.
ready. He trying to get out his father's shadow. And, he sparring. Look, I watched him spar Carlos Adames. I watched him spar Freddy's Rojas. I know he sparred Emiliano Moreno. I mean, what about that
So,
fight?
so let me
Ask for
ask
that
you a
fight,
question.
coach. Can you ask for that fight?
Let me
Graduate
ask
that
you a
kid from
question
Pro
before.
Box. Emiliano Mexicano versus Dominicano. I like that. And that kid, he's the 147-pound David Benavidez.
Oh wait, you switched on me. You say Vargas or
I said Vargas first, but since you don't like that, what about
no?
Emiliano
No.
Moreno?
I'm saying I like it, but that won't. I don't. They won't take that fight. Hey, that don't make no
Shit.
sense.
Shit, they won't take that fight. You
No, they won't
sleeping.
take it.
You sleeping, coach.
Hey, so if they would, I would never say no to that. That would be awesome.
Have you
That's it.
watched Emiliano Moreno?
No. Tell me, who is that?
He's going to be fighting in June on a pro box card. He signed a pro box, but he started his career with David Benavidez, his father, Jose Benavidez. Now he's just trained by the father, Jaime Moreno.
Mm.
He's out here in
I just
Vegas. He moved to Vegas a year ago. He's been out here. He's good. He just sparred Tiger Johnson. He spars Fernando Vargas Jr. He's a big 47. Big 47.
okay. And you said Emiliano Moreno. I'll look him up.
Yeah, nah, he's good. He's gonna be fighting in June in a few days. I think June 7th. He fights Eric Bonet. Only been stopped by Sean Porter. So once we sleep this guy, I hope people don't get
Who?
scared.
Sean Porter?
Yeah, only
You said
person to
Sean.
stop him.
That's good. That's good. I wish all these guys, Vargas, Nicholas Flash. I wish them all.
So those are the
Wish them
two
all
offers
good.
I heard that didn't accept it. Who did accept it, man?
Oh, no one yet. We have. They just sent them out. They just sent a couple offers out to different people. I was told, and I'm just waiting for the name. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. We just will keep winning until we get that title fight.
How long you think before you fight Norman?
I think probably be a while because I think he's on the right path to making some money. The Polanco fight. I don't think like if I was on the other side of this, I don't think anybody would be right to pick Polanco. It's just he's a Dominican kid. He's right now he's at his peak. It's hard to beat him at 147. Uh, so I think Brian Norman won't beat him, but I would suggest he go get his money.
You think Boots is moving up? There's been a lot of talk of him and T.O., but Eddie's been doing a lot of interviews, Mr. Hearn, saying that Boots might not stick around for 147. He only wanted the
Well,
unifications.
actually about an hour ago I talked to Tio, and Tio told me, and he showed me some text messages, and he said they sent the offer to Boots, and Boots and them said no.
Yeah, because, they're not sure he wants to go down for a T.O. fight. He don't want to sacrifice for a non-title fight. He want to sacrifice for a unification with either Barrios, who's
So,
busy, or Norman, who's busy. So that's why I'm asking, do you think he just moves up?
I think he should. I think he should move up and conquer more as while he's still young and conquer other weight classes. I think he's awesome. He's talented. That boy nice. And I think he shouldn't do like Josh Taylor did, to stay around for too long if it's hurting him. Just go on and move up and leave those titles alone. Let Polanco sweep them up.
All right, man, listen. That's it. That's all I got, man. Hopefully, I'm in the rock and hard place. Again, make sure Big Rob knows, man. I know Chiron, Lord, all his life. So I'm not picking, down the
No,
middle. I'm
no. I
just,
mean, you could pick Karan. It's all right. There's no problem with that. You could if
nah.
you think he's gonna win. You're gonna bet on. You're gonna put your $2 on
he saw that slip, yeah.
The
it.
$2.
That's okay. But like you say, a dollar in a dream, right?
Dollar in a tree.
Word.
Hilarious. Salute, Coach, man. Thank you for coming on. You got any
Hey,
social media?
Universal Truth 7 Instagram.
All right, Coach. We appreciate you.
Peace, man.
All right.
Coach Hector Bermudez, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. H-Town.
He came right in on time, man.
Yeah.
Streets is
What up, Ness? Can you
watching.
hear me?
All right.
Yo, I just want to ask round one. How many times has Inoue defended undisputed?
4 times. He's going into his 5th with MJ right now, scheduled in September.
How many times
He
has Bud defended undisputed?
Never.
0.
How many times is
How many
Devin?
Huh?
Yeah,
How many times is Devin?
How many times, Devin? Twice.
3.
He
How many
against
times?
Vasily
How many times did
and George.
Canelito?
4 times.
You know where I'm going with this? 5 times. 5 times.
Okay.
Bud will be number 6.
Wait a minute. You're counting the title defense when he won it against William Skull?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good. Get him.
No,
Get him. Get him. Say,
Yeah,
get
no,
him.
he's
Round
counting
one.
that when
no,
he
He
didn't even
he
have the
against
lost
belt.
it. You can't
Golovkin.
Yeah.
start
Against
over.
Golovkin.
No, 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 no,
Against
no, no, no.
Golovkin.
No, 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 no. He lost the belt, so the count
Yeah.
stops.
He's got to
Yes.
start
No,
over.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane. Bud's gonna be number 6. He's got 5.
No, 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 no. But Bud can't be number 6.
No.
He's number 1 because it
Right.
Oh, he's
starts
number 1
over.
again. Okay,
It
okay.
starts
Oh,
over.
we started over
Or else
again.
it's one time
Okay, okay,
undisputed
we
still.
started over.
But
So
I
he's back.
guess,
He's back
well,
to one, but 5.
I guess he does. Okay, so you got a point. You can say he got 6 defenses, 5 consecutive.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you could say
And
that.
Usyk's
Yeah.
got what? 2?
How many
None.
mandatories did Canelo fight?
Oh, and cruiserweight. Wait.
I
Huh?
think
What was
he
that,
fought
Ryan?
2 Mandos, I believe.
Ooh. Wasn't Ryder his only
Right,
mandatory?
right. And wasn't what the hell is his name?
Berlanga was not a
No,
mandatory. Munguia
no,
was
no,
not a
right, no, no,
mandatory.
no. I'm thinking about 16. No, you're right. But still, you got to defend that undisputed too. You can't just get it and run away with it and not fight nobody.
Yeah, at
Y'all
least
Yeah,
keep on
fight
they
talking
the
just
about
got.
Canelo.
mandatory.
Canelo needs to give other people shots at undisputed, but we don't keep that same energy for the other undisputed champions.
They fight their
It is what it
mandatories.
is. Man. Keep it a
Anyway,
hundo.
fight his mandatories. I'm pretty sure Anyway was clean up his mandatories.
Yes.
But yeah,
Naoya Inoue
Ryan,
fought all his
once you get
mandatories.
undisputed, you don't think that it's worth you defending it against the other guys at 68 or whatever weight class you're in?
But
Right.
he didn't defend it against the mandatory and David Benavidez.
Correct.
That
Benavidez
5
was the
probably wouldn't
mandatory.
be a
No, you're
5.
wrong. Benavidez was the mandatory for 10 months, and he decided to go to 75 when his shot was up after Ryder.
On.
Ryder went first. Ryder went first, and then he was going second,
Yeah.
and that was 10 months. And he decided to leave.
Ryder was
He asked for
first.
3 weeks. He asked for 3 weeks to decide if he wanted to stay. So that you can't put
Man.
that on him.
And we know if Morrell stayed at 68, he wasn't defending that against Morrell either. So
No, you're talking hypotheticals. I'm talking about
no, I'm
reality.
talking what
Reality, he
Canelo
left.
showed us. I'm talking what Canelo
You say
showed us. That's
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
talking
You're on
about.
hypothetical. No, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't. No.
What did
Reality
he
is
say? I'm
David
not
left the
gonna fight a
division
Mexican, and then he
when
fought a
it
Mexican.
was his time, and he left the division. They told him, "Hey, what do you want? 68 or 75?" He said, "I'm gonna go ahead and go to 75."
Nah, they said after
It
the
is what it
Caleb
is,
plant,
champ.
they were gonna
You're on
mandate it.
maybes,
They
and I'm
didn't
like telling you
mandate
what happened. I'm out. Face down.
it. It got hot in the kitchen.
All right.
Well, according to Box Rec, right? Saul Canelo Alvarez won. He unified all 4 belts against Caleb Plant. Then he went
Yeah.
up and lost. Then he came back down, right?
Right.
And then and then he defended it 1, 2, 3. If you're counting a title defense with Jamel Charlo moving up in the weight division, it wasn't even somebody in his own weight division, but respectfully so, title defenses. Okay. And then Jaime Munguia and
Yeah.
Edgar Berlanga fight, he didn't have the belt. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All righty then.
Shout out
Last
to Canelo, though.
call for them callers. 40%, 39% of the votes say, yes, he's the next Cotto Trinidad. And the question is, can Xander Zayas, not Zion, like my good friend Round 01's been saying,
I
Zayas
don't know why I do
become
that.
the Puerto Rican superstar?
Hell yeah, you can.
12% say, no, his style is too defensive. 30% say, maybe if he adapts his, what? Oh, my shit. I got the, hold on. If he adapts his approach. And then the last one says, not likely, he needs more power, which is 19%. 19%.
What?
Yep.
He's 22 years old. Let him grow into his man strength. He's going to get a boost. We might see it in this fight.
Why everybody
noticed
got
he
to
had-
be a knockout puncher though?
To win a
That's
fight.
what sells, man. That's what sells. People want knockouts, bro. People want them
Listen,
K
accumulation
to the
of
O's.
punches to do the same job.
But on
Exactly.
that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Go ahead, his little early birthday sushi. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Hasta mañana. 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m.
Not One
Eastern
Sports
Time.
Talk.
Back
YouTube.
for more boxing talk and more hot interviews. Ryan,
Peace.
where can they find you, Ryan? Let them know your channel.
Boxing Talk Up North on
What time you go
YouTube. Check
live,
me out.
champ?
Shoot. I won't be live this weekend, bro. I'm going up to check my grandma. Her 80th
Okay.
birthday on this weekend.
All right.
God bless
Shout
her.
out to grandma.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.